True believers and big wilders, welcome to Game 5, an undefeated knockdown brawl-out contest
100%.
of champions. Right now. Not tomorrow.
Oh, there we go, Mr. Bowling. Thank you.
I don't know what that was, but I'm here for it. That gave me enough energy to tell you that the Professional Casual Network is bringing you Game 5, an undefeated knockdown brawl-out. We got Team Europe going up against who?
Greg and Keith.
Oh, Greg and Keith.
Greg and Keith.
I wasn't sure if they had an actual team name or not. We are playing Struggle for the Cube Continues.
There might be someone to introduce here really quick first before we introduce.
Oh no,
the
I'm gonna let it linger.
A little. Okay.
I'm gonna let it linger because we're playing Struggle for the Cube Continues, and Mayor Fisk vows to find missing witnesses.
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
And that sultry voice you hear, that's OmnusProtocol.
Oh.
OmnusProtocol joining us here on the table shaped like a booth.
It's the booth table.
It's the booth table.
Now I have
On
to live
commentary.
up to the sultry voice.
Sultry voice.
I don't know.
Of Omnus. Omnus, thank you for joining us, bud.
Oh, man. I love you guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here, man.
Thanks for streaming all this stuff. This has been super fun.
It has been an absolutely stellar weekend so far. Or week, I suppose.
But Chuck, you need to refer to me as Adamantium Colossonaut.
That's true. Your big chucker name, which we gave you earlier.
Please.
Antimanium Colossalnaut from now on.
We're changing my podcast to
The Antimanium Colossalnaut.
Adamantium Colossonaut Protocol.
That's all
There
right.
might
bud.
be an acronym for that pretty quick.
Yeah.
Are they? What threat are they playing?
They're playing a 23 threat,
23.
I think. It was 23 or 24. Mr. Dan, it was 23 or 24. Threat. Sounds like 23. That's an official confirmation from our official man on the stage, Mr. Dan Cole. Big Chuck.
Yeah.
What was the secure again?
What was the security?
We had it's Cube versus Fisk.
So, 24 would not have been an option. But
Yes. Listen,
Yeah.
if you got a fistful of dice,
You got a fighting chance on
It made
this.
me wonder if I was like, did I mishear what it was? All right, 23.
So, super excited here. We have Dr. Norbert back. We also have Greg from yesterday during the What If event. He played on the table a couple times. What's up?
We're gonna go through them right now. We'll give them right back.
You'll have them right back. So, for the team on the right, Greg and Keith, we have a team that consists of a whole number of things that we wanted to see. We got Blade, Ghost Rider, Dr. Voodoo, Luke Cage, Moon Knight, Winter Soldier, and Wong. Team tactics cards include Medpack, Recalibration Matrix, Siege of Darkness, Seance, and Bats the Ghost Hound. For Keith, we have Spider-Man, Ghost Spider, Black Cat, Venom, Lockjaw, and Hulk with climbing gear, brace for impact, field dressing, advanced R&D, and lethal protector.
I'm super excited to see this team on the field. I've been wanting to see Blade. I've been wanting to see Midnight Suns in general. And they're bringing in Web Warriors too.
Blade's leadership is not only good, it is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
Powerful and just awesome. On the
And
table.
everybody
Just the
loves it.
perfect combo.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't know any character in the game where you go, yeah, they wouldn't benefit from this.
Who
Correct.
doesn't want an extra little movement
Yeah.
to help get them in range? I mean,
Exactly.
100% of the time, I want to move one every time.
yes,
You know?
pretty much.
Now, Mr. Adamantium, Jugger,
Colossal Nut.
Colossal Nut.
Oh, I had a burp come out.
Ooh. What is on the roster for Dr. Norbert and Gil?
All right. Gil has got Captain America, Steve,
The Steve version.
Hulk, Vision, Voodoo, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Rogue, Avengers Assemble, Medpack, Mission Objectives, Seance, Marked for Death. And then on Norbert's roster, we've got Kingpin, Black Cat, Bullseye, Hood, Taskmaster, Lizard, Ghost Spider, all according to plan, Brace, Indomitable, Disarm, Climbing Gear.
Nice.
So, man, two really crazy options, like Avengers and Criminal Syndicate, both on the table.
Yes. And Bullseye. Bullseye could be here at any point. Oh, gosh, we're already getting right into it. Greg and Keith
Sweet, love these guys. They already know what they're doing.
have already gotten it. You know what I mean? You finished her off. Why don't we start with the first three from Mr. Colossonaut?
All right, we got Black Cat, Ghost Spider, and Hulk.
And this is on Team Greg and Keith.
And then they're also bringing Blade. Blade's finally on the
Yeah.
table, everyone. We're here for it. Blade. Dr. Voodoo, shocked. Can't believe they're on the stream. And my personal favorite, I'm going to call it right now, of the game, Winter Soldier is going to shoot somebody. Because we got Winter Soldier on the table. That is the big chuck of the game.
I mean, that's a strong call. 4 tactics cards. We are going to see Field Dressing, Advanced R&D, Climbing Gear, Siege of Darkness, Medpack, and a Matrix that goes by the name of Recalibration.
No breathing.
No breathing.
I really think Recalibration Matrix is often an underrated card. It's a
Yes.
core set card that doesn't see a lot of play, but I especially think with characters like Hulk, it gives you an option to totally reset an attack roll that has gone
Absolutely.
poorly, or it gives you an opportunity to reset when someone has like laid into you and spiked big, and you can just kind of reset it. I think it's a card that people should look at a lot more often.
Well, and now, I mean, it's pretty much, it's an infinity gem, really. It's
Yeah.
a fragment of the gem, some might say. But, so I have a super important question here as our teams are finishing to get ready. Adamantium Colossal Knot.
Yep.
Where can people find you?
So you can find me at adamantiumcolossalnut.com. No. OmnusProtocol is the search. You can find me at the Omnus on Twitter. You can find me as Omnus on Discord. OmnusProtocol in iTunes, Spotify, or your favorite podcast network, YouTube, all of that. You can also find me listening to Wait, Did I Roll a Wild? Very
Marvel Crisis
regularly.
Protocol vlog.
Hubvlog.
Vlog.
Super cool. What are we excited for most, knowing the rosters as they are going to start to be put down? And why is it Blade?
You want to know what we're most excited about that roster?
What's that?
No, I'm asking
Yeah.
you a question.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
Well, I
thought
think
that was a lead-in for also Blade.
not rhetorical necessarily.
Huh? Great
No,
question.
I
No
didn't know.
idea.
They were not handed to us.
Okay.
I do think Hulk going into Suns is a really interesting choice.
Yes.
It makes it a lot harder to get away from him. It's a lot harder to control him. I actually expect Hulk to be one of the defining characters in this game. Like, if Hulk gets in good work, that could be A+ for Suns.
To me, that sounds like a big Chuck call of the day. I think that's probably pretty spot on. Moving Hulk at range 1. That's a big bump in the night. I don't know if it gets bigger than that. Chuck, what
Yeah.
are the Doctor and Gil going to be running today?
So Dr. and Gil are bringing, I can't believe the cards I'm actually holding in my hand right now. We've got Black Hat, Lizard, and Taskmaster stepping up. I absolutely adore Taskmaster. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. When he first came out with Punisher, I ran them both real hard. And I'm really excited to see Taskmaster back on the field.
And what's the rest of their roster include?
So I also want to shout out Taskmaster. I talked to Norbert before the event, and Taskmaster was a really key decision point because it will allow them to go Avengers, even though the Criminal Syndicate side had, like, Norbert's roster had no Avengers in it.
Yeah.
So he can't contribute to the Avengers leadership, but he has Taskmaster to help them run Avengers when they want to.
Nice.
Great. So normally you'd say it was bump in the night, but when it's Hulk, I feel like it's avalanche in the night.
Yeah.
And especially in this game, since we are going to have Captain America, Steve Rogers, Dr. Voodoo, and Hulk. We are having a Hulk off.
We're having a Hulk off.
Yes.
This is
That's
what we
a
wanted.
hot on Hulk.
What's that? There's another Hulk off, Dan.
It is a Hulk
That was a
off.
Hulk off.
Gamers Guild, good to see you, bud.
Hulka burnin' fudge.
All right, what was it that we decided that a herd of Hulks was? A rage of Hulks?
Oh, 100%. How would
Rage
it be
Hulks.
anything else?
So 4 tactics cards for Gil and Norbert. We have Climbing Gear, Brace for Impact, Disarm, Medpack, and an Assemble of
They have
the
one-
Avenger variety.
So they have one more? Did we not get the 6th?
Did we not get the 6th? That's probably why we were... What card is it?
Marked for death.
Marked
That,
for death.
that could be a really
I
big
gotcha.
deal against Blade, not being able to reroll
Correct.
attacks.
Yes.
That could be a really big deal.
100%. So here's the thing. Last time Norbert was here, we got to see a Hulk showdown. We're going to get to see another one today, right now, here on the stream. Let's go over and take a look at what we are looking at. Also, One Absolute, thank you for the follow. I think you might be closer than I think, because you were on the stream yesterday. Thank you.
And shout out to Web Warriors Protocols, great blog and content creators. Awesome. Anyone contributing to the community, and Web Warriors Protocols does so much.
I'm actually going to go ahead and put in Taylor's of the game and say, I think we're going to get a Hulk punching a Hulk. I think we're going to get hot Hulk on Hulk action right here, right now. That is Taylor's of the game.
I'm actually going to be pretty disappointed if we don't have Hulks punching Hulks. To be perfectly honest.
I won't lie. I'm probably just going to get up and walk away if I don't get a Hulk punching another Hulk.
Well, you know what I want? I want to see Blade's Mystic Katana cut down Captain America.
Ooh.
The original Marvel character. Not original. That's probably unfair. But Blade has paved the way for a lot of Marvel love, and I would like to see Blade come out and represent for sure.
All right.
Blade was the one that kind of started it all for us within this century.
Yep.
Math? Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll be honest. I will say a little disappointed. I saw Lockjaw up there, and Lockjaw is not on the field. So I kind of want to get up and walk away because I'm the biggest Lockjaw mark probably ever.
Yep.
I love Lockjaw. If I can squeeze Lockjaw into any affiliation, any roster, I absolutely will.
Lexa, hello.
Yeah, what's up, Lexa? I'm jealous Tim got the shout out first.
Well, she did say hi to you.
Yeah.
Antimanium, Juggernaut, Colossonaut. I'm so close.
You named me.
I believe our chat did because ours was terrible.
Yeah, ours was real bad.
It was real bad. What were you surprised to see? Not surprised to see out there? For me, I was really surprised to see Follow Me getting taken so much. A card that we talk about over at Wait Did I Roll Wild a lot is like, it seems great, but nobody seems to be taking it. Yeah. Now it's kind of popping up all over the place. I'm glad we have so many fans listening to our content and taking our advice for once. What were you surprised to see? What were you not surprised to see?
So I think in this format, Follow Me is a great card.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to play slightly higher threat levels. It's a little easier to have the characters that can build the power, and then also activate into another big character. And Adepticon got these great promos from Atomic Mass Games, so everyone just got a Follow Me promo.
That's true.
Right? For participating in the events, and people wanted to play it. And I think that's a big part of it.
That very well could be. I think we've seen a handful. I mean, Avengers Assembled everywhere with that new art.
Yeah.
Lethal Protector. Dark Reign, I don't think we've seen, but I would like to.
Yeah. Dark Reign, I mean, we could see it tomorrow, to be fair. Listen, I don't know if you know this.
Yeah.
We got 2 more days. We got a fighting chance.
The convention's not over?
It is not.
No.
No.
Adepticon, really next level.
Despite our feet wishing.
Yeah. You guys, you heard it here first, nerds. Adepticon actually goes through the entire weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's news, but...
And you guys would know that if you looked at the little banners.
Yeah.
That's
streaming across the screen
but
here.
You didn't even know whether you rolled a wild, so...
Accurate.
You're certainly not going to look
It is a question we ask way too often.
On a very regular basis.
I'm pretty sure I had to legitimately ask that question 3 or 4 times today.
Accurate.
If you did want to know the rest of the schedule for the week, you can do so right here. Look at that. It's fading all the way through. And as all drawings on this channel go, and you got a smiley.
There it is.
Okay, so it looks like we are potentially ready to maybe get some deployment down soon, maybe some priority. Our man on the stage, Dan Cole, bobbing and weaving to the groove of the electric air in the stadium tonight. Absolutely. My big Chuck caw of the game is that we will probably have 4 players on 2 different teams.
What?
In this round right now. I mean, not right now, but potentially in a few minutes.
That is the hottest of hot takes.
That's what
That's
I'm
next level.
That's why we pay him the really mediocre dollars on this.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, actually, so Rich Mid Gaming, so here's kind of the rundown of exactly how this format works. So Crisis Eye are chosen normally, but once this decision into existence, we'll add 6 threat to it. Both players on both teams will have 7 choices that they can bring for their roster. They will narrow that down to whatever the crisis is chosen plus 6. So we see a minimum of 20, maximum of 26. They also pick 5 tactics cards each, but can bring 3 each into the game itself. Is there anything that I'm forgetting? 1 affiliation, 1 leader for both teams. Everyone plays together and just, has a good time.
It really does make the list decision even more interesting than you'd expect. Because a lot of the time, almost every game, you're actually building like a 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14 threat team.
Yeah.
So you're not thinking about the roster in the same way, but the game plays out much the same. You are just interacting with your buddy to figure out what you want to do. But you're really building a 7-character roster with the intention of playing like 10 to 14 threat.
Yeah.
And so it changes that list dynamic a little bit. Like I got in a game with Colossus today.
Yeah.
He fit in really key in our Brotherhood squad and got a great game with Colossus. He got obliterated, but that was his job to take a beating. Man, Wally, by the way, Fury's Finest, awesome podcast. Jesse is the man. Thank you so much for doing a shout out to the fine people in the community.
Fantastic. But if I could do a shameless plug, if you do watch Wait, Did I Roll a Wild? Every Thursday, or check the podcast out, we talk about the same 6 comics that we've read, and sometimes we're accurate.
Sometimes it's a stretch, but
Yeah.
so we saw a Colossus on the last game here too, and he won. He tanked mental attack after mental attack, just not really carrying what Mystic did.
It is widely kind of always said that, like, Colossus isn't that great at a 4, like, we want something else or we want something better. He has been performing way more than anybody's been expecting. And I'm very interested to see if we see him tomorrow in the singles.
Yeah, me as well.
Turns out Colossus and Hood together. Real great move.
Yeah, so we saw just an absolute unit of a Colossus in the last game being constantly healed by the dark arts from the Hood, who could not put bleed on him, and it just kept him around so long. That's got to be frustrating to end a game after just throwing buckets of dice into Colossus, to have him end at full health on his healthy side.
So, yes, Mick One Gamer, it is the Adamantium Colossonaut. And yes, Wally, we won the game with Colossus. He got like one shot by someone, but he still did really key bodyguards to keep Rogue and Magneto going. So he did his job. It was an intrusion, so across the middle. And I did think that he was the right call in that particular build.
In any of the games that you played today, did you see anything that absolutely took you for a spin as far as like, why is that there? And number 2, oh my gosh, we got deployments. So we got Taskmaster down in the only area that we don't have on the screen.
Is he over by that amazingly well-painted Quinjet?
Right in the middle.
He looks quite like, oh, actually we can see him a little bit. All right, we'll hook you up here. There's a Taskmaster in this general area. There's a warm front moving in. And it is to a happy little boat that's riding on the waves with a nice little sail.
Have you considered switching your primary career to art? Because that was amazing, and I am shocked. I am stunned by your talent.
I really appreciate that. I get told that a lot, mostly because my art's so good. Just the best art. Best artist on the network, they say.
So what are the teams that we're running one more time for the chat who are just popping in now to check out us here at the Professional Casual Network?
Okay, so it looks like we have 2 teams. Those teams are Midnight Suns.
Blade.
We got Blade, Voodoo, Winter Soldier, Hulk, Black Cat, Spider-Gwen. Go Spider, and that is going to be on one side.
On the right.
On the right.
We got Captain America, Steve, Hulk, Voodoo, Lizard, Taskmaster, and Black Cat on the
Double
Avengers.
Voodoo.
Yeah, double Voodoo.
Voodoo. Double Black Cat.
People are going to have to be regularly asking who is doing the voodoo that you do.
Yes.
So well.
So well.
How does it work if can you throw
you cannot possess Voodoo.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Voodoo cannot have someone else's Brother Daniel token on it.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
so he is the only character immune to possession. But I feel like I wish that you had Prodigy, the Voodoo people, built into that glorious panel over there, right? For these moments.
Well, that is a Omnus of the day.
All right, so now that we've gotten an air horn, I'm sure we're about to get blasted. Please, Wraith, we have a guest. Don't do it again.
No, that was me. I hit the
I know it
arrow.
was, but it was like, it's just going to remind people to use it. So it looks like we now have a
Blade is down.
blade down, dead center, better spaghetters.
So one interesting thing I found about the Avengers deployment is both Voodoo
Up top.
and Taskmaster, both Voodoo and Lizard are very aggressive characters that can actually go grab the cube that's on the enemy side.
Yeah.
And so with him going first, there is the possibility that Lizard can make a very aggressive play. He's got wall crawler, so he can go right over
Correct.
that truck.
Yeah.
And so he could, but you know what? I think that dumpster might perfectly block that landing spot. So maybe I'm totally wrong. I kind of wish Lizard was on the other side.
I feel like most people facing Lizard feel the same way.
Yeah. If Lizard could just be somewhere else, like on the other table, where I don't have to attack him.
Yes.
Wait, why not?
So where did Spider-Man get deployed, Dan?
Ghost Spider's right behind Blade.
Ghost Spider is right behind Blade, acting like a ghost.
Chaplain, I agree. It is so amazing that the Professional Casual Network showed up to stream these games. I have been sitting at home during other events and just desperately wish that I had been there. And having this fine crew here to show everything that's going on, I cannot give a big enough shout out to this squad.
That is incredibly thoughtful. Thank you so much.
I don't know if you know this. It makes us very uncomfortable when people give us positive reinforcement
Chuck and
on
I
this.
don't respond to positive feedback at all.
No,
We've
I
been
want to say
telling Hank
so many
scream at us
things
since
to
we
you.
got here.
Yeah.
But thank you so much. We really appreciate that. And very honestly, one of the first people we met here was Omnus. We ended up playing a separation anxiety event, and we have, off screen, Jay from the Fifth Trooper podcast doing a very happy dance. But just couldn't be more delighted with the people that we met here. Midnight is down and next to Voodoo. Midnight is Voodoo. There's not a character named Midnight.
There should be.
Still flustered by the positive comments. I don't know what to do now.
I promise I will try to make them
Don't
blush.
ever do it again.
I promise. I have a goal, and it is blush, stretch goal, snort laugh. Just
All right. Yeah, I mean, we're halfway there. All right. So, Dan, who just got dropped?
Midnight Sun's Voodoo.
The Midnight Suns Voodoo.
Midnight.
all right. Both Voodoos are down.
Gotcha. We got double Voodoos on opposite ends of the board, too.
Tim, if I could real quick, I
Yeah.
could humble us. We don't deserve to be here, and yet we are completely honored that we were asked to come.
Yeah, 100%.
So shout out to Adepticon for having us come in. We greatly appreciate it. We have no idea what we're talking about, and I think it shows when we have people like Omnus on here, who is one of the better, most amazing guests that we've had on.
I love both of you, and if you disparage yourselves one more time on this cast, I will kiss you to make you feel better.
Hot.
So,
All right, so we got Captain America by a blue car up at the top next to Dr. Voodoo. And
we got the Hulk down.
a Hulk from 1AM.
Hulka burning fudge.
Ooh, and we have another Hulk.
Oh,
across.
they are going
Oh,
right
we're
across
gonna
from
get
each
a
other.
hot
Your
Hulk on Hulk
dream is
action.
coming true.
This is exactly what we wanted. We wanted punches upon punches.
I want a
from
fistful of Hulk,
to a
baby. Right in my eyeballs.
Back to the Hulk, back in the left.
Nice.
Let's say good job.
Positive affirmation for Hulk is honestly always appreciated. So I think we should be getting down to. There's a lot of threat on the board already. But there we go, handshakes.
Code of honor is in place. Handshakes are out.
As always for here, what we've seen is the community for this game is it's not a touchscreen. Sorry.
Good try.
It's one of the things that we've always seen for this game is that the community is absolutely stellar. Whether you're winning or losing, usually the games are still pretty close, but everyone's having a good time.
Avengers have priority.
Avengers do have priority as we're going to go into this first round. But regardless of whether you're winning or losing, it's always fun to throw something at somebody. And to just keep swinging.
Do you mind pulling up the Hulk card?
Yes, absolutely.
Let's
Dude.
So I think one of the reasons why both players elected to play Hulk in this game is this crisis can stun characters, but Hulk is immune to stun. And so
that a
both
lot.
had him in their roster. So it's not just a flavorful, we want Hulk smash. I think he's a really good tech piece on this crisis, and normally it's played at such a low threat level that you can't work in Hulk.
That's actually a great point.
Avengers Assemble right away.
Wow, we are getting moving quick.
Someone has chosen, I don't know if it's violence yet, but they've chosen something.
Yeah, 100%. And they are going to be running right down, potentially the center. There's a Hulk that just can't wait to get near another Hulk.
And
I think that's pretty sweet.
And unfortunately, Chuck has deprived me of the opportunity of making him blush or snort laugh on the podcast. He was just, I complimented too much, and he just needed a break. He needed,
like, I need
he
a
needed
He
fresh.
needed food, to be
Yeah.
honest. He was
Oh,
like, I
okay.
can't deal with this with an empty stomach. Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
All right. So it looks like Hulk
All right.
and Voodoo are going to be the ones moving.
Very
Voodoo
interesting.
hiding under that absolutely gorgeous Quinjet.
The Avengers Assemble on Voodoo is always a very interesting play because his power is so valuable. He does get
Yes.
it back very easily. Hulk going right away. Oh.
All right, here it comes. So I think my favorite thing about these games so far is the +6 is just a free Hulk, because we wouldn't see him in almost any of these
Yeah.
games, you know?
That's actually super true.
If you were playing this game just normally, this would probably be.
Pick up a cube.
Yeah. So
right.
this is a really good play. I actually talked about this like 2 years ago as one of my favorite reasons to play Hulk, even pre-errata.
Yeah.
Is that with the Captain America leadership, he can leap for 2, or in this case, what they're doing is Avengers Assemble, then move forward, grab it, and back up. He had a play where, double checking my math, yeah, he could have leaped for 2, walked forward, grabbed it, and then still backed up once.
He just did.
Yeah.
But he did that with Avengers Assemble instead of the leap.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yep.
So, interesting play. I think a safe cube play is always a good plan, and the cube just powers up Hulk. He's a great character to have it. So, very cool play.
Very difficult to get it off him as well.
Yes.
Now, Wally, if you like wrestling, I gotta tell you, you've heard it a lot from Chuck tonight, but Elite 8 Showdown is pretty much a wrestling match, just verbally. And,
It's actually valid.
With the same amount of flair, honestly. So it looks like...
Ooh, that looks like Winter Soldier wants to put some rifles, but it looks like he's going to be out of range.
It does. I mean, if there's one thing that Chuck said was going to happen, it was that Winter Soldier was going to shoot Hulk. And here we could be out of all of our big cause of the round. Honestly, right out of the gate. I mean, I don't even know what else we would do at that point.
Oh, I see a big bad lizard on the field, too.
Is there a limit to the number of cacaws?
There is not. We are.
Oh, okay.
We have so many. It's.
All right.
It's
I just
honestly-
didn't know if you'd run out at some point.
So the thing is listen, we paid to ship them all here,
Oh,
so we might
okay,
as
you
well
might
use
as well
them.
use-
I'm
all
not
right, that
bringing
makes
them
sense.
back.
We
Yes.
we didn't ship any of them. Tim drove them for 13 hours by himself.
No help.
With no help.
No help. No one even offered.
Oh, he is shooting Hulk.
Here we go.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Did we get a blind obsession on? He only takes one.
I'll take
Honestly,
one.
still pretty good. We get a rapid fire, maybe.
Pick Hulk, kill Hulk.
Sounds like he got the rapid fire.
So we're going to be taking another shot.
This is the updated Winter Soldier,
It
who
is.
now has rapid fire trigger on hit with that rifle.
No rapid fire damage, though.
Rapid fire, not. Listen, you shot the Hulk with a gun and you did damage. You gotta go home at the end of the day
Yeah.
and be like, you know what? I shot the Hulk and I did damage.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
What are your guys' thoughts on this? Looks like the Suns players are taking a very aggressive strategy to they are ready to go after Hulk. It's kind of interesting to me that they haven't even grabbed their cubes yet. There's a lot of really fast characters on the other side of that table. Lizard could. I don't think Lizard can because of the placement of the terrain, but Voodoo could absolutely go grab one.
Absolutely.
Black Cat could probably grab one. There's a lot of potential and they have not picked up all those cubes on that side.
You know, it could be a psychological play where you're pretty much saying, listen, we're fighting. We're not
Yes.
doing anything else. Who cares about cubes? It is
The
all
Midnight
about-
Suns have chosen violence. They want to prove that their Hulk is the real Hulk.
I mean, that could be it, because one of these Hulks is, in fact, the real one. And unfortunately, they haven't told us which one it is.
All
And the other
right.
one is an imposter.
Steve.
Okay. We got Steve moving up. Protecting his very large friend.
As you do.
As you do. Zero Torque, thank you for the follow. I mean, listen, when you got a buddy in trouble because he's being shot at by another soldier.
Bucky.
Bucky.
I hear Steve can do this all day too, so it doesn't even phase him at all.
You know, I have heard that.
You know?
They should make that like his slogan or something. Like
know, that's a good
catchphrase.
That would actually be a
Actually-
really good catchphrase for
Yeah.
him.
Can you just imagine Captain America marching out across the table, ready to face off against the Midnight Suns? Like, I could do this all day.
I just got goosebumps from that, actually.
Yeah.
That should be in movies as
Maybe.
well.
Maybe even comics too.
They could put Captain America
Yes!
in movies.
So, this is a secure that's 2 points each, and neither player has put anything on a secure yet.
Anyone near him.
So actually, we have a comment here where somebody said, Red Suns with Bucky doing Red Death, and we've seen this today. The push is insane. The amount of damage is crazy. Bucky can actually hurt
Yeah.
hard.
Bucky's come a long way.
Red Fury is such a great spender.
Midnight Voodoo with a cube now.
Interesting.
All right.
Voodoo is not usually my first choice for grabbing extracts himself,
Yeah.
because he's usually a good one to steal from someone else with the possession. But sometimes it's just how deployment goes. You got to do what you can.
And it seems like everybody's throwing Bucky some love in the chat here.
Yeah.
And I mean, Danny's not even in the chat, you
That's
know?
fair. I
So
mean,
I-
if you can turn around Danny on Bucky, I feel like, honestly, you deserve it.
Yeah, for real.
Yep.
My issue with Bucky is I always look at him and then I look at Punisher and I'm like, no, I just like the skull look better, so I'm going to take that.
Yeah. All right, so we have
A lizard moving
up to
on the
top
truck.
of the truck.
All day long, he'll have good luck.
Looks like everyone's okay with it.
Lizard picks up a cube.
The lizard
All right.
is picking up a cube as well.
He does have wall crawler,
He
yeah?
does have wall crawler.
That's kind of Spider-Foe's thing.
Yeah, for real. And then it looks like we're measuring away from that.
Does Bucky bleed on something too? Is that his
Yeah, he's got wild bleed on the rifle.
on the rifle? Yep.
Yep.
Big Dog Wyatt, thank you for the follow, man.
Yeah, for real.
Welcome, to Adepticon.
We're here.
Mick One Gamer, I agree. I think Bucky has a lot of interesting places now. I think Guardians is a great place, like Rich Mid said. And there are other really interesting places for him. I've been starting to consider him with teams like even just in Avengers.
Yeah.
Because his cards can work with both Captain Americas, so that till the end of the line can be played with Sam too. It's well worth considering.
All right, where do we think Blade's going to be going in the Midnight Suns? Is he going to be picking up a cube, or is he going to be getting into the thick of it?
I think he may want to save his power for some aggression, but he is a character that can heal it back.
Yeah.
So that is something to keep in mind. That's certainly not the worst character to be holding a cube.
Did we end up getting the bleed on the Hulk? I don't believe we did, but
No, I
Wait,
don't
did
think
they
he-
roll a wide?
what a stellar...
Wait. Did they roll a wild?
Mr. Dan,
Did we bleed the Hulk?
is the Hulk bleeding? No.
We did
Okay.
not roll the wild. I'm glad we
So,
asked.
The other secure is on the Quinjet. That just occurred to me that there's going to be a battle on top of the Quinjet.
So I hope you sit down for this
Yeah.
next statement because this is battle number 2 on the Quinjet.
We had,
It's been
5 or 6
very-
characters on it earlier slugging it out, including Venom, Dr. Octopus.
It's been a
Dr. Voodoo.
staple.
It was
The best part
incredible.
about not being in the third streamed game means I eventually get to go back and watch the third streamed game.
That's true. It's right there, right now on the VOD.
Whip snaring. Can't pass the battle.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, there we go.
So we're getting a little bit of a web snare, pulling Cap away from his buddy Bruce.
Was there an advanced R&D play?
Mr. Dan, Was there an advanced R&D tactics card usable?
Because she needs 2 power for that. Is that right?
Yeah, Venom needs 2. Or this
That's
was
Gwen.
Oh, so it wasn't web snare; it was web line.
Yes.
So she walked up, shot. She did the impact webbing, guarantees 1 power, and then pulls. I was thinking, said web snare, and I thought Venom. I've been playing a lot of Venom.
Once again, we are incredibly casual about our professionalism here. A web line, a web snare. Listen, there's webs, I think.
Web snare is medium. Web snare is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little.
And again, I am also surprised about the amount of Venoms that we've
Yeah,
seen.
we've seen a
And
whole
I'm
ton.
really happy, first of all, but we've seen a ton of Venom on the table too.
As an X-Men player who's trying to benefit from cover from the leadership, I do not approve. Do not. No.
All right.
Impact web here.
There we
So
go.
again, a second impact webbing here. There you go, Wraith, just for you. Whoa! Big dog. Wyatt, thank you.
Thanks
the
for
sub.
the.
I kind of wanted that to go on like a few
Right?
seconds. I was feeling it.
All right,
Yeah, dude, thank you so much. That's awesome.
for real.
Was that an impact webbing you said? No damage on cap.
So is impact webbing after the web line?
Yeah, looks like it.
So maybe there was an advanced R&D played.
To put it on. All right.
Omni dance moves. Okay.
Perfect. Yep.
I
Had a feeling.
Eye in the sky confirms.
We did it.
That's what I'm here for. To
Wraith? No.
Honestly, it's
Wait for it.
one of the things that we were so thankful here for Adepticon providing us is a helicopter flying above the scene, highlighted by our own Dan Cole, letting us know what is going on at some of the, more harder to see.
Can we just
parts of
take
the
a
game.
moment and say that Dan has a glorious beard?
And Dan does
Yeah,
have a
he
glorious
always
beard.
has.
It's
Always
just
has.
fantastic. I'm in awe.
It's
Just
always in the perfect shape, constantly, since I've known him.
He gets to just wake
Perfect.
up every day and be like, yeah, it's still there.
Yep. For real. For real. I'm being good.
Right,
know-
I really appreciate your restraint.
I want to comment that I don't appreciate your restraint.
Oh, geez.
Let it
Oh,
go.
no.
Just let it
Oh,
go. Like,
no.
as Elsa would say, just let it go.
She's had one excuse, so here it comes.
There was a guy in the crow's nest with binoculars. Yes, the crow's nest, they made into a helicopter. It's actually pretty unique.
Or a helicarrier.
Oh.
Maybe a Quinjet.
Helicarrier with seats. Helicarrier with self-propelling propellers.
That's true. But the thing is because the crow's nest has been turned into this helicarrier, that means we keep hearing the calls going all over the place.
As we're eyes in literally the sky. Oh boy.
Oh gosh. This is the first time we've had this attention. We got some baby shark going on right now.
I was ready for the next verse.
Great.
I've been waiting for this.
Thank you
I don't
for
have
that.
kids, so I don't actually know the song. I was just enjoying
Oh,
the
it's-
fat beat per
It's
se.
about a baby shark. Okay,
Yeah.
right? And some dudes.
Yep.
But then there's like a mama shark as well.
Yep.
A papa shark and a grandpa shark.
Bump in
Oh,
the
We
night.
got some
Here it
bumps in
comes.
the night.
Tim, I apologize for giving you the impression that I wanted to know those details.
Listen, we're nothing if not able to inform people about pretty much anything other than Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Yep.
Straight Captain America.
Okay, we're gonna get a strike on Captain America.
Oh, Hulk into Captain America.
Here we go. All right, guys, a hype train is very close.
2
That
damage.
takes 2, really.
All right.
We did? Yeah? All right, confirm wild.
Okay.
Do
All
it,
right,
MC1.
Putting you two on the spot. Prediction. Captain America's getting beaten up right away. He's very durable on his injured side. Will Captain America live to see the end of this game? Hot take right now.
Yes.
I think my call for the game is yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I think he'll be there.
I think you're both wrong. Captain America's going down. Hulk smash. Hulk smash.
Here's why I feel like he'll
All
be
right.
here still. Richmond Gaming, thank you so much for the sub, guys. The hype train is close. It's incoming.
Everybody put your conductor hats on. I
Everyone
left mine
got
at
your
home.
Conductor hats on. Ooh.
MC1 says, I think he gets smoked.
Here's the thing, you gotta remember that Captain America can do this all day.
He can.
Yeah, that should totally be his slogan.
With Hulk and Blade? Nah, I don't know. Probably.
You say he can do this all day. I'm not even sure he can do this for the next 50 minutes.
Hulk throwing Cap behind him? Okay.
Just the old, I don't need this.
Oh, that's right, because you can throw through yourself.
Yes. You do not count yourself for those collisions. Guys, the hype train is real. This will be our first hype train. We only got 4 minutes left. Now
Thank you
is
for the
time.
sub, Rich, as well. Thank you so much.
1 Once or
No
twice
ducks.
a bit.
Wraith, no ducks. We don't have ducks here.
I really like ducks.
No ducks.
It's
I mean,
fantastic.
that's like Brace for Impact is basically a duck, you know. Woo.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man,
So we
Blade
get-
into Captain America.
So we get
I
one
called
duck.
it.
Got it.
Did I not say at the
You did.
beginning
Oh, for
that
sure,
I
you
wanted
did.
to see some Blade into Captain America, and it may be happening round 1.
Yeah.
I think
Round
that was
one.
your big chucker call of the day.
Yeah.
It
To be,
was.
to be totally fair.
Yep, there's the confirmation. The call is complete.
Wow.
Wow. Love you, Neil. Rich, absolutely.
Yeah, for real. This has been, first of all, an amazing opportunity, and secondly, just so much fun. Just so much fun the whole time. Absolutely.
100%.
If you can't make it to Adepticon, just do it anyways, because it's
Yeah.
like it's fantastic.
If you can't afford to make it, I just recommend just creating some sort of teleportation technology in your basement and then coming anyway.
Just Rainbow Bridge, you know?
Oh,
Super
Rainbow
easy.
Bridge to do it. Asteroid M.
Ah, my.
Whew. All right. All right. I'm not used to them hitting this quickly. Wraith, my bowels can't take much more. All right, so we're gonna
I
get
had
some
to pee.
Black Cat here. She's gonna be moving up.
There's a lot going on over there, for sure.
There could be a precision collision.
a precision collision.
Rich is bringing us back down.
We needed that. We needed to be knocked down a peg. All right, guys. Black Cat is headed over, maybe to back up her friend, Dr. Voodoo, but not of the Midnight Suns variety.
Maximum effort, actually. If I
You
were
know,
to
Black Cat gets
quantify.
forgotten that she is a Midnight Sun. Like
Yeah.
that's what cinches this roster as affiliated. Not always taken, but still a very strong character.
Yeah. Well, and just automatic staggers are just always so incredible. Rich, dude.
Dude!
Do you guys always get this much like subscribes and like noises?
No,
and,
no,
like,
literally never.
no.
This is it. This is our first hype train.
the noises, yes. Wraith is real good with those.
God bless Wraith is what I'm saying.
Gosh,
Dude,
guys,
Rich-
thank you so much. We really
Yeah.
appreciate that. Rich, an absolute champ.
I appreciate it too.
Gift
All
sub,
right.
bruh. Gift sub, bruh. For sure. Thank you so much.
Here we go.
Rich Mid does a lot for the community
Yes.
and for charities. Rich Mid is one of like the premier contributors to
Oh,
the community.
Why is it so loud?
It always seems like it's about to end, and then it doesn't. You get hit a couple more times. I feel bad for. Thankfully, there's no one there right now. We get to hear it from the TV in the background too.
God,
Wraith, I kind of enjoyed that. If you know, a couple more, 2 or 3.
Dan can hear it through our headphones.
it's so long. Oh my gosh. Ooh.
Okay. Oh, nuts.
He is the Energizer, but see? He's the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps going. Steve Rogers can literally do it all day.
I mean,
No,
we'll see how long the day lasts, though.
I agree. He is the Energizer Bunny. He is a power battery for Blade. Blade is just going to roll dice and get power from Captain
I
America.
mean, you're not wrong. Let's be fair. You're not wrong at all.
Oh,
Have
Gosh.
we placed Black Cat? I think we're still measuring.
I think we found out that she's just going to be right outside of it. But
So, Bump of the Night on Hulk is good.
Yeah.
Like, real good. What's that? Blade is going. So we're not doing Black Cat?
uh-oh,
So we're not doing Black Cat.
Black Cat moves.
She's done. She did move. Okay. Okay, she is done. Got it.
It's Mystic Katana time.
She is right here. Boop, boop, boop. Smiley face.
Mystic Katana. Here we go. No, cat.
I had
Oh, it's a
hopes
cat.
that I would eventually see it, but I got to see it round 1.
Yes. Here we go. Here we go. Listen, man, I feel he can do this all day.
I
Is
want
he going to be able to do this all day, or is the day already over?
4 crits in a wild. That's
3. 3 hits or 3 damage through. Looks like 1, 2, 3.
3 damage
through
and
bleeding.
Oh,
gosh.
he can't do this all day.
You know,
I need a sound effect, Wraith. What are you feeling in this moment? Captain America just got dazed by Blade's katana.
okay. All right.
The Omnus prediction.
What's that?
What's that?
Yep.
Yeah, for
Gotcha.
sure. Let's go.
Let's go.
Wow.
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 Suck it, Wolverine.
I just added that one. I forgot about it. I made it super cheap too, so I can hear it all the time.
I hope that the gentleman at the table looked over at Norbert and his Captain America and said, "Some mother truckers are always trying to ice skate uphill."
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Wraith, you might be my favorite. I told Team that he was my favorite earlier
That's true.
because we've had
Listen,
some similar life journeys and just mad respect for this gentleman to my left. But Wraith, you are quickly climbing that ladder.
I literally cannot vouch for Wraith enough.
Yeah.
Wraith is amazing.
there is a time in my life before Wraith, which I have forgotten because I've had her ever since.
Wraith Wrath, can you tell me in chat what's the story behind your name? I don't want them to tell me if they already know. I want to hear it from you.
I beat Tim. I'm taking it.
Yeah.
You got it when you can.
Yeah. I mean,
Tim loses his glasses.
Yeah, I take my glasses off, but because I'm not playing a game and it's not a huge hindrance, what will happen is these tactical specs will go on, and then I really won't be able to see. Wraith, thank you
Wraith.
so much. Oh my gosh. Mr. Blackbeard getting a free gift sub. Not free, from Wraith, but made with love. All right, we're
right.
getting some Spirit Venom. Spirit Venom.
so was that
Into Hulk here.
so Voodoo walked onto the point and then is spirit venoming Hulk?
Yes, looks like it.
And a hype train success. Thank you,
Oh,
everybody,
we
so
did
much.
it, guys. Thank you so much.
This is a
3
powerful
damage on
sale.
Hulk. So what do you gentlemen think? Good or bad? Hulk's starting to get powered up, right?
He did do
Closer
his
to
stab
being-
as well.
Yeah.
But I mean getting to the damage dice, right?
Right,
Is also
absolutely.
scary.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to zoom out just a little bit
All right.
so we can see a
Let's
little bit
do
more
it.
of this action, especially what's going down
Oh,
on top
man.
of this Quinjet. Whoop.
That,
Whoop. Midnight
Last
Black Cat. All right.
activation for Midnight.
that Quinjet is so gorgeous.
Isn't it? It is just.
Yeah, so we've been trying to rotate terrain as much as we can because all the terrain here at Adepticon
Yes.
is just mint. Like they went hard on this terrain, but that Quinjet, oh boy.
Yeah.
So even just hanging out, playing games and playing casual games, I see people walk by and stop. They just stop and
Avengers
take
at 4.
pictures of the Quinjets
Yeah.
and the Sanctums.
Because how can you not?
Yeah, they're just so good.
I forgot that this is number 2.
Okay.
Oh, Adventures with 5.
Midnight. So, I'm sorry, the left team is the Avengers, which is at 5.
And the Avengers keep priority going into the next
Going
round.
into the second round.
All right, so it definitely seems like Suns are focusing on the damage.
We're,
they have
uh,
chosen the pain train.
We're choosing violence, that's for sure.
I think.
Sorry, go for it.
No, I was gonna say, Cap needs to get out of there before Blade
Damage dealt for cubes.
ends
Yeah.
him.
So Avengers, Black Cat, Taskmaster, Midnight, Dr. Voodoo, all taking damage from the Cosmic Cubes.
Yes,
And
Rich.
Midnight.
Cap has already been dazed. He took a couple points from Hulk, and then Blade finished him off. After Hulk threw him over him to get him into a better range for Blade.
Arguably better that he's on his wounded side now,
Yes.
because I think he can do this all day.
I think if he does not run away, he's going to do this for about 5 or 6 more minutes.
So, super important and specific about that particular Captain America. Have we changed our minds, Taylor and I?
I might
Is he
have
surviving
actually.
round 2?
I don't think so.
Or is he going down in round 2? Will he survive into round 3, or is that?
It's
is that
such a
baby gone?
hard decision for the team to decide like what happens with Cap, because he's not holding an extract right now. He's kind of non-critical, but
He's doing Taskmaster also taking damage are stunned by the witness.
Okay.
Stunned by the witness?
yes.
Oh, okay.
So the way this crisis works for the people watching the stream is after it's scored, your opponent who did not score it gets to move it range 2, and then everyone within range 1 is stunned and takes a damage.
Oh, all right.
So it's kind
All
of
right.
a punishment for scoring it, which is why Hulk is really good on this, because he can't
Yeah.
be stunned.
That's right.
But neither of the players took their Hulk that direction. So it was one of those things that, in theory, but didn't end up being how they played out. And Rich is absolutely right. The Pierce now from Blade on his mystical katana will just generate a blank, so it doesn't help. But 3 dice counting blanks versus Blade,
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's enough.
Yeah.
For sure.
so does he run Cap away, or does he do something with someone who's holding a cube that he wants to keep alive? That's one of the big calls at this point.
So, in addition to that, we did have some points redemptions from Wraith. It does look like she is redeemed in character, and what this does is she can choose somebody, or everybody, to talk in a particular
Oh,
voice.
no.
She's given Omni the pass this round. I will
Oh,
be talking
no.
like She-Hulk for the next 10 minutes,
And then I just can't even.
and you just can't even. So we're going to go ahead and get real lawyery with this.
Yeah.
So I believe what will be happening next, and while I object to it, unfortunately I do think Captain America will be, Oh my gosh!
Look at this subscription.
Mike, thank you so much. I will, sustained. I am She-Hulk. Okay,
The defense rests.
the defense rests. That, Mike, we appreciate you.
Like, no objection or anything.
Like, none. All right. Will Captain America this round be able to overrule
Will this pass legal?
his past legal? Listen,
Avengers hope to start climbing here.
okay, Avengers Hulk with a climbing gear. Huh.
That's just a small place.
MC1, I haven't passed the bar, but I've certainly been to one.
With me earlier, I can attest
That's
that
true.
100% happened.
That is accurate. All right, so it looks like we're measuring
Interesting.
on Hulk to potentially be going backwards. What in the legal field we call going unforward.
Unforward?
It's the Latin terminology for it.
Oh.
It's just the backwards
Latin.
forwards is what it is, really.
Yes. All right,
And
it
then
does-
Black Cat.
Avengers Black Cat. No copyright infringement here either in between Black Cat and Black Cat. It's almost like a law office. Black Cat, and Voodoo.
I don't even see Fisk anywhere here. Who are you working for?
Me? Excuse you. First off, I'm a public defender.
Excuse me, Fisk.
Okay. We have what looks to be a rather hungry lizard. All right.
Excellent job with those voices. Everyone was cheering you on with those excellent voices.
They
Just
were
the
like-
whole con explodes.
They were like, it's over now, right? No, 7 more minutes. Sorry.
So Lester was told we were gonna set the. There it is. MC1. Oh, perfect.
Also excited. Sustained.
Hey, Mick1 Gamer, what do you call a tractor salesman that is also a lawyer? A public defender.
Oh, gosh.
So it's been fun, folks. I'm gonna leave it.
So, Omni, if you want to get in on this, Wraith did say that you could absolutely be Jean Grey.
You're Gene now, bruh. So what is Gene's voice?
To be honest, nobody knows.
Nobody knows. It's always different. Yeah, you can faint a lot and just talk about how Wolverine sucks.
You suck.
So as a doctor and school teacher, I would like to appropriately examine this for the students' benefit.
Yes, it's very nice to have two highly educated women on this stream.
A disarm on Midnight Sun.
Oh.
Hulk.
Oh gosh,
Midnight Sun's Hulk. I got it down eventually.
you will.
I will have to step into Cerebro to examine the full extent of that delightful tactical maneuver.
If I wouldn't call it slander to say that Hulk's arms are just really green and gross looking, but I do think that would be a disarm.
It would have been way more hilarious to me as a school teacher and an educator if Disarm had been played on Winter Soldier because he lost it.
Aren't your arms also giant, green, and gross?
No, mine are giant and green. They're just not gross. I moisturize. Oh, missed it by that much. All right, so it does look like we're going to have some deliberation.
Seeds of Darkness.
If you
Blade, Voodoo, and Blackhead. All right. As we've said earlier today, choosing violence.
Black Cat and Dark Voodoo.
first free attack is Black Cat into Voodoo, or it was the opposite one.
Is this Wakanda Forever?
Pretty much.
Except it costs 2, and it has really, really good character spending. Really good.
What was the next one? Blade
into Cap. Here it comes.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Or I can do this all day might have been false advertising. You could be liable, Captain America.
The students need to stay in class for the
2
full
damage.
10 minutes until the bell has rung.
A whole 2.
Oh, got you. Thank you, Mike. All right.
2 damage.
Oh no.
You just can't listen. Maybe when he said I could do this all day, he was referring to getting beaten up in blood.
I think when Captain America said he can do this all day, he meant yesterday. Because he is not going to do this all day.
So if anything,
could
today
be.
should be a rest day.
Yeah, you might want to sit down for a little bit, Captain America, before they make you sit down.
2 and bleed.
He is like 70 or 80 years old or something.
That
so,
tracks.
You know.
Yeah, take your ARP card. Go get a free coffee from Denny's. All right, so we have a Siege of Darkness.
Spirit?
Spirit Venom. Venom.
Well, they
And
knew
it is going to
Taskmaster.
They knew you were Venom fans, and so they just wanted to bring some form of Venom. It just happens to be spiritual Venom.
If we can just get Tim to say Venom the whole time,
I mean,
that's really just a win for everyone.
it really is. 1 damage into Taskmaster from the Spirit Venom.
Why is that not a soundbite that we can play at a moment's notice?
It's gonna have
I
to
want
be.
I want Wraith to be able to, chime in and just all of a sudden it's just like
There's absolutely something that we have to do.
and see I
What's
feel
that?
very mediocre at it compared to Tim.
All right, Blade is activating. Uh-oh.
Blade is activating. Cap can do this for about 45 more seconds. Night of the Dampier.
There it is.
Full rerolls.
There it is.
Because he's bleeding from
Because he's
Siege.
bleeding.
Many more sound bites.
Uh-oh.
And he gets a medium move afterwards.
And when he was...
Oh.
It is all happening right here. Captain America may be going down. Rich, thank you so much. Enjoy your tournament.
Rich, honestly, thank
for
you
real.
for everything.
Rich, you're amazing. Sleep well, then.
And we'll absolutely have to talk after Adepticon.
Let's go!
It looks like we might be having a big Chuckles coming back. And here he is. just in time.
Oh my God! What happened while
For
I
the
was
10
gone? Who
minutes.
redeemed?
To end. I was
Oh,
right.
thank you.
Okay, we are unlawyered up. Here we go. Chuckinator's here. Omni's here.
Chuckinator, is that like the Terminator of Chucks?
Yes, literally. Unfortunately, copyright purposes, I can't actually.
Oh.
But yeah,
You should have said, "I'll be back," because you are back.
I am back.
That's true.
Yeah.
I am back. Drove a police car right through that front window, bud. What's going on? What did I miss?
Okay, so there's been a lot of stuff going on. We are probably about to see a Captain America crumble. He has taken several katanas.
I think he's down
Hulk
4
punch
with 2 left, I think.
on his injured
Siege
side.
of Darkness for 2. Night of the Dampier did 2. The I can do this all day.
Cap cannot do this all day.
Captain
he can't
America.
even finish out round 2.
KO'd?
KO'd.
So I can't remember which of the hosts said that Captain America was not going to survive this game.
I can
I think it was you, Tim.
It was. I can see.
It was Tim's.
Oh yes, Tim.
Of
that
the
was
game.
that was an amazing prediction. I never saw that coming. This is why you run the show. I am in awe.
Once again, it's why we pay him the really mediocre dollars here.
Oh man,
I can see why Tactical Taylor got out of here right before it
Yeah.
happened too, because that was also his of the game. Honestly, that was a lot. It took a lot to bring him down, and it was mostly just Blade stabbing him over and over again.
We did get Hulk action, right?
We did.
Hulk moved up, threw him, hit him, and
Yeah.
threw him backwards. Hulk softened it up and set up for this whole maneuver.
So
So-
now we have lost the Avengers affiliation for Team Europe. All right, so we have a Spirit Venom going from Voodoo into Black Cat. Which one? Which way? Listen, they both have one. It could be here all day, but Captain America won't. 2 damage with a sap into Black Cat. Taking a little bit of power for at least the next half an hour.
We'll see if that means that Black Cat's going to do a steal or not.
Yeah.
Mick One Gamer, that's actually my special ability. It's I can drink all day. That is my superpower. Sometimes it's Pepsi, sometimes it's IPAs.
Just nothing quite like an IPA. But Mitch, MC1 Gamer himself, I don't think that we were off base thinking Captain America could have made it at least, halfway through round 2. Listen, they wanted him gone. They got him gone. He was a bump in the game. Because honestly,
MC1, when he just said it, I clued into that. I will get it right from here on forward. I promise.
MC1 is one of our favorite people. Has an absolute hatred. And maybe you saw this on one of the groups when Cassandra Nova came out. He threw her right in the trash as he hates Cassandra Nova hard.
Voodoo stands for Lake Buzz, and your base is Black Cat.
Okay, wow, it's Black Cat. Gonna be hard to steal when you're unconscious.
MC, gamer.
I actually didn't hear what just happened.
MC. Nope, wrong one. MC.
Gamer.
It's like
Wow.
EA
So
Sports.
what just happened there was Voodoo did a Spirit Venom.
Yeah.
He did 2 plus a sap, which set him up for using his spender. And with Staff of Legba, he was able to daze Black Cat.
Okay,
Staff of Leg was just so satisfying. to
I
use.
got to witness it firsthand on our game that we had a little separation anxiety. Nothing better than
All right, so Midnight Suns Voodoo is doing Spirit Venom into Taskmaster.
there are fewer things. A true joy for me is picking a squad and then having my opponent, like Omnus, go, "Oh, that's what you're bringing." It was great.
I was going to say I didn't do that. Then I realized I'm pretty sure I did.
Yeah, you did. I brought Mr. Sinister, Toad, Punisher, and another 2 threat. I don't remember. Bullseye.
All right, just 1 damage on Taskmaster. Ike the Squid, thank you for the follow, man.
And the reason being, I just wanted to play something fun.
Yeah.
Something fun. And I'm just going to go, okay.
Hey, here's the good news, though. In that game, you were able to kill a Dr. Voodoo with a parting shot.
That's true. There was nothing that makes me feel, there's nothing that makes me feel better than getting to do the thing that Tim does to me almost every time I get to play against him, because he always brings Bullseye.
I do.
And he forgot that that's the thing that Bullseye does.
That actually was shocking. It hadn't registered to me at all that I wasn't going to kill Bullseye.
Yeah.
But then I forgot how I roll.
That's right.
So, Wraith, I appreciate the defense in the chat. You are, like I said, my favorite part. But MC1 Gamer is loyal listener, follower. I love him. I can take the heat. It's all good. I appreciate we can do a little talk. I've been basically taunting the wait, did I roll a wild squad this whole time? So I can certainly take some of it, but I still appreciate the defense. Because I can do this all day, unlike Captain America.
All right, a second staff of Legba. This time going in the
Spear Venom.
Taskmaster. Staff of Legba. All right, let's see what we do. How much power burn can we get? Great way. It is enough today's Taskmaster.
Voodoos! I wish all of you who are watching could see this, but they printed out these Voodoos that are all over this display surrounding the game.
And a Ms. Marvel, so there must be something
one
weird.
Ms. Marvel and like 72,000 Voodoos. Give or take one or two.
And a Mr. Sinister on a banner. I'm here for it, you know what I mean?
It was actually in direct
Con
correlation
banners.
to the amount of Miss Marvels that were going to be played today. That's the amount of Dr. Voodoo.
But I feel like you set it up where people needed to bring Dr. Voodoo, you know, a slightly underpowered model. Wink. For
we had a seance, you could say.
Yes,
to make
a
sure that Dr.
seance
Voodoo was gonna be
of
around.
Dr. Voodoos.
If I could, just real quick, Wally, you are a true, real one. For your comment. I just really appreciate you.
Great. You know I would never tell you off. What do we got? Something going into Voodoo.
Lizard into Voodoo?
Ooh,
Was that
Lizard
what it
into
was?
Voodoo,
Tail
I think
whip?
so.
Was that what it sounded like?
That will lower his defenses. Pokemon joke. Tail whip.
MC1, you and me both, brother.
All right. Midnight Sun's Voodoo only taking one from the tail whip. Aw. He's gonna push him.
Got the wild push. Wait, he rolled a wild.
Did roll a wild. Oh, wrong one again.
Oh, is that the new gimmick we're doing? I'm so excited to be here.
Sometimes, occasionally, we got something cool going on here. Pole vision. The one, the only vision from Paul. Okay. What do we got going on here? What's the lizard going to do with the rest of his turn? Does he want to move up? Does he want to hook something?
I think with Taskmaster Days, I really think Lizard has to stay there to control that point. Because Voodoo's already activated, so we can't move back on. So I think that's probably it for Lizard. He could, I mean, even if he walked forward to be in range, he can't do another attack if he moves. And he does not have bump, unfortunately.
He does not have bump. He could throw a dumpster at Winter Soldier potentially, or maybe that's probably too far away, right?
He might get there, but
No.
I'm not sure at this point. I think Lizard might want to save his power to potentially throw a Voodoo or someone away at another time.
This could be greater to or equal to meeting.
So if they manage to incinerate Bucky and then threw that piece of train at him, would that make him a dumpster fire?
So, okay, it looks like we're going to be Ghost Spider and some
Ghost Spider. Ghost Spider's a really interesting choice for Suns because the bump counts as the movement necessary to trigger her bonus dice.
Oh,
right?
That's actually incredible.
Yeah, so it sets her up for some really interesting things.
Because she just needs to move or be placed.
Yeah. So the placement from the bump counts to trigger those other effects.
It's actually pretty stellar.
Yeah.
Wally,
so,
that is my ultimate dream. Sorry.
Wally, I want to know about ultimate dreams.
I'll be honest. I'm a little disappointed that Hulk is not near the other Hulk.
Yeah.
They were, but Hey, Avengers ran away. They were close to a Hulk off. But Avengers, he climbing geared Hulk away from the other Hulk.
Well,
But Hulk is disarmed right now as well. So
That's-
it's more of, more of a huh.
It's very true. Also, he lost his bodyguard. One of the only things that has ever kept Hulk alive in a game is Captain America, and without that bodyguard, seems like he is a little scared.
Omnus, let me ask: do you bump every time? Do you bump every opportunity you get?
No, not quite every time.
Not every time. Even when you don't want it. You bump.
Well, like I said, when Hulk's doing it, it's an avalanche in the night, not
That's true.
just a bump.
That is true.
But
Speaking of, we did just see an avalanche bump in the night from the Midnight Suns Hulk, moving up a little bit closer to the Avengers Voodoo and the Quinjet. And it seems like, and now it seems like Avengers Dr. Voodoo is going to be a Strucken.
so even though Midnight Suns are not the Avengers, I think they're about to avenge Black Cat right now.
Either
Cutting
way,
and strutting, some would say.
a what?
A cutting and strutting, some would say.
For two.
You know
Two
what's
on Voodoo.
what's hilarious is I was just playing against the Avengers player last round, and their Hulk wrecked my Voodoo. So I am totally on board for some Hulk wrecking their Voodoo. Just balance out the universe. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Balanced in all things.
Yes. Need some Thanos.
So, Tim, who do we have up on the Quinjet? Beautifully painted here by our team at the terrain team here at Adepticon. That's the word I'm looking for. It looks
So-
like,
We have a Dr. Voodoo as
Dr.
well
Voodoo?
as a Hulk very close.
yeah.
And Black Cat's up there. dazed.
And Black Cat is up
Dazed
there
Black Cat.
as well. They're doing some cowboy stuff.
They are.
Hopping around, jumping from stuff, doing other stuff.
And there's just something about seeing so many models on top of the Quinjet, having a good time, rocking out, and beating the tar out of each other.
Being the absolute tar. Is that the Hydra one? Is that the?
It is the Hydra one.
Yeah, that's probably my
Almost
favorite one.
can't fully see it. on the-
That's what's so
No, I can kind of see it. It's
chef kiss about it.
Yeah, it's very faint. But
It's very faint, but if you look, if you really get your eyes as close to the screen as possible, and I recommend everybody do this at home, get your face just right up next to the screen. It's
And then
gorgeous.
You'll be able to see it. It looks almost completely camouflaged at first, and then all of a sudden, guess what? It's actually Hydra.
as someone who has multiple Hydra-based maps, I approve.
3 into Voodoo is
Read
throwing.
and throwing,
Mitch,
which
here we
means
go.
if there's no brace online after the 2, that's enough to daze Voodoo.
Mitch, your wish
Man.
is my command. We're going to get really tactical up in here with Cyclops.
Dan, did we ever get a name for the team? Like, are they, just Greg and Keith?
Team Greg and Keith.
I feel like we should give them a really cool name, right?
You know, we could give them a big chucker team name
Oh,
right now.
Oh, I am on board for this.
Tactically, let's go 3 words.
3 words. Here we go.
One of every one of us.
All right.
Bringing a tactical word. Let's go. Are you ready? Are you ready?
I got one.
Me too.
Brutal.
Tactical? Any word.
Any word. Brutal tactical silence.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's perfect.
Yes,
Brutal
it is.
The
Tactical.
brutal tactical silence. All right.
That tactical silence is so brutal. Omnus is probably fair.
I was in awe. He should basically just cosplay as Scott Summers.
I get told that a lot. They're like,
Yeah.
wow, even though I've never heard him talk like that. Honestly, it's not going to make me like him any less. Here we go. We got some deliberation going on. Tactical deliberation.
No breathing.
No breathing.
Seems to be a discussion happening. A lot of fingers popping.
We're counting on hands and fingers and toes.
Oh my. Oh my. It's a tactical tailor to our side.
Here we go. It's happening right now. We have so many movement tools tactically deployed. Okay, field dressing
Oh,
Black Cat
That's
from
pretty huge.
the tactical medic himself. Hulk.
Okay, Can we stop for a moment and just imagine Hulk trying to like put Band-Aids on Black Cat?
It is its own special thing. Just Hulk opening up a med kit and then trying to apply a Band-Aid or something is absolutely incredible.
I like.
You got this. I'm going to just put this here and then you will stop bleeding. I promise. Hulk bandage.
If I had
Just
to,
massive handfuls of bandages. Just
yeah,
putting it on there.
He's just punching the med pack into their face until they just get back up.
No Hulk smash. Hulk triage. Whoa.
So that means Black Cat is back up and unreconscious. That's the clinical term.
Just smash her.
I agree, MC1. You just be wrapping her in the bandages. I just keep going. I have more bandage, more wrap, more heal. More wrap, more heal.
Hulk heal, Hulk good.
It seems like we are going to see a Winter Soldier activate and probably shoot people with a gun. Tactically.
In the face.
In the field.
You know, bump of the night. You know, I just want to give a shout out to the Avengers players. Just I caught the glorious eyes of Dr. Norbert, who does amazing Twitch streams for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Flew out from London. Just what a glorious gentleman, and his teammate Gil. Clearly playing for the Crisis in this particular situation, while Greg and Keith have chosen violence.
Tactilutely.
So afraid from Blizzard.
All right, looks like we're going to be trying to put some damage on a lizard.
Okay, so it looks like, was it move, bump, shoot?
It looks like it. A bump to a move and shoot. 2 damage and a bleed. No rapid fire going off on this lizard tonight. Chuck, if you were lizard right now, how excited would you be that you aren't bleeding?
Nobody makes a lizard bleed its own blood.
That's
regardless of how well you do it, and you can potentially heal that back, having the capabilities of regenerating, being a full lizard.
Hulk says, lizard in sewer, smell not good. So that why Bucky shoot, not punch.
Honestly, that's good advice. It seems like the Avengers just passed, so the Midnight Suns will get another activation now. As far as how they are going to be going, it could be...
Midnight Suns pass. Hulk approve.
I like the idea of Hulk having a big stamp that's like just a check mark, just approving things on a desk.
No ink.
Yeah, no.
Just the blood of enemies.
Okay.
My stamp look like Thor hammer, cause Thor hammer cool. Make stamp with hammer.
Oh, that would be super sweet, actually.
Tony bought me hammer, cause I was sad no pick up.
The next time we see Hulk on hammers, I just want Hulk to get one and then go on his life's journey to become a notary.
Yes, Cap. What? Hulk say Cap KO'd. Blade make dicey.
If there's one thing Blade did, it was absolutely make dicey.
Totally tactical.
Totally tactical. Ghost Spider.
Hulk made like Guns N' Roses guitarist. Slash.
Big Bad Andy, we're stone cold sober.
Speak for yourself.
Not nearly enough, says MC1 Gamer. Probably accurate. But we will see a Ghost Spider make a tactical move here. Will that tactical move work out? We have a ranged indicator instead of a movement indicator, so we could be looking to pull somebody tactically off the point.
But the person that Gwen... Sorry, I'm trying to keep doing with the Hulk thing and I'm forgetting. Gwen go, pull lizard off point. But other characters there make pull hard.
Trying to thread that needle would be very difficult to pull a lizard through. Taskmaster.
Lizard not good for sewing. That's what Tim tried to explain.
Yes, absolutely. I just can't see what's going on at all. Shark. 1 damage to who? To Lizard. All right.
Oh,
And she's going to get the push.
Gwen, shoot little web blobs at Lizard. Lizard push. Excellent job, Gwen. Hulk proof. Step.
Tactically sound. All right, Lizard is going to be pushed away.
It's just a fist on the stamp. Is that it?
My stamp's not consistent. Sometimes handprint, sometimes hammer, sometimes blood, sometimes sandwich. Sometimes Hawkeye take my sandwich and I get very unhappy.
To be
And you
fair,
would not like Hulk when he unhappy.
Hawkeye has one of those sandwich arrows, though, which is very cool. He'd feed the Hulk at range.
There was one time we were mid-fight and I was getting a little famished and Hawkeye shot me with sandwich arrow. It was grand.
You
Hulk's
actually,
biggest weakness is actually low blood sugar.
How do you follow that up? I know, but
Is that what Rogue meant when she called me sugar? Win.
All right. All right, before the migraine sets in, I gotta get that off.
sorry, I heard somebody mention sandwiches. You may know me. I'm Crossbones, a
Guys,
brutal
that's-
assassin, sandwich enthusiast.
Yeah, but Crossbones
So-
is, in fact, a sandwich
He
enthusiast.
is, in fact, a sandwich enthusiast.
We've had so many incredible special guests pop on. We've had Nate GG from the Gamers Guild, OmnusProtocol several times, which has been incredible. Dr. Norbert. I mean, there's just so much happening. But to have Crossbones here in person,
Here I am.
live from the Adepticon floor, I didn't think you were going to be able to make it.
I was a little surprised myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be totally honest with you. But when you talk about sandwiches, I get summoned. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, it's true.
So, Crossbones, I have an important question to
Sure.
ask Tim with your presence here.
Absolutely.
Can you smell what the Brock is cooking?
Short answer, yes.
Yes. But it's just so good. I'm starstruck right now. I mean, if Bullseye was here, it would be the only thing better. No offense, Crossbones. But
Fair. No, that's fair. Ever since he got that point drop, everyone's just like, oh, bullseye this, bullseye that.
No.
What about me? What about Crossbones?
so speaking of Crossbones, is there anything you can tell us? Is there maybe anything secretly in the works about maybe a point drop for Crossbones or a point increase for Crossbones?
A point increase for Crossbones may potentially happen. With things like me knowing the fact that the sandwich was named after John Montagu, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, who started the craze by eating beef between 2 slices of toast.
Wow. Crossbones, you've been doing a lot of reading in jail.
punching Spider-Man.
Okay, so we're getting a punch.
Hulk is getting back into the action.
Spider-Gwen might get a real knuckle sandwich here.
Hulk saw
Speaking
Gwen
of-
do punchy, and Hulk jealous. So Hulk now make punchy, show Gwen how do it.
It's true. You know, there's just no better way to teach than by example. And Hulk has always
And
been
we
a
had
huge fan
Jean
of
Grey
education.
on the show earlier,
Correct.
and she said, you know, as a teacher, that leading by example.
Not many people know this, but it was actually the Hulk that helped Bruce Banner get his doctorate. So that's actually where his appreciation of education comes from. In addition,
And one of our players knows what it's like to get a doctorate, Dr. Norbert.
that is actually 100% correct.
A true doctor.
A true doctor.
A true doctor. Speaking of knuckle
He
sandwiches,
should
5
basically
minutes
be a
ago.
Spider-Man villain.
Actually, very legitimately.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
What were you saying, Crossbones? I'm
No,
sorry.
I forgot. Got thinking about sandwiches.
Ah.
Speaking of, Crossbones Food's going to be here very soon. Yeah, he's very excited.
Oh,
Is it a sandwich?
Yeah, but not by. I didn't mean to do that. It just happened. I ordered a sandwich.
thank you, Mitch.
I'll be completely honest. I sometimes can't tell when it's real people and when it's the audio.
So let me tell you, and let me ask you, Crossbones. Do you like spicy food?
I love spicy food.
I could see that. Can you? Are you a nerd to heartburn?
I'm a nerd to heartburn. Yes.
All right, there you
Yep.
go.
You got to pay a little, but it's well worth it.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And it could be to a minimum of 0 acid esophageal damage.
Heartburn. It's like incinerate to your stomach.
Yeah, exactly. It's like having poison on you constantly, never being able to shake.
What do we think about a 4-point crossbones with long movement and immunity to poison?
Sounds like a 5 threat to me.
Ooh, MC1 Gamer has a question for Crossbones.
Yes.
Go ahead. Mitch, now's your time. Crossbones is here, and his sandwich could be here any
I
moment.
can give you any information about sandwiches.
It has to be sandwich-based. Sandwich-based questions only.
Actually, Cosmos has to answer this call.
8 and that's 6.
Ooh.
All right.
That's a reasonable catch-up. That keeps it close. So an
Yeah.
attrition team like Suns only being 2 behind, I would feel good in as the Suns player only being 2 points behind
Yeah.
right now with the sort of attrition success that they've had.
Absolutely.
That's a huge deal. Not as much of a huge deal as a great sandwich, but close.
It seems like Crossbones has left. Mitch, we will make sure that that question gets answered. I cannot believe that Crossbones would just take a question and run.
But I appreciate Crossbones leaving for a little bit. It gives me more time to just bask in your
That's-
presence
you know
and
what, that's true.
savor being with Tim. It's truly glorious. I wish I could explain to all of you lovely watchers who have tuned in for this. Tim is enchanting, literally.
That's true. So pre-FAQ or pre-rework, Enchantress was actually based off me, which is why she was a little too strong.
Facts.
All right.
All right.
So we are getting word from the judges that, listen, if you guys want to finish the full game, there's no time limit.
Yeah,
so they're going to make a decision now whether
I
they
would
want
love
continue.
I would love to play it out.
Yeah. We'll see. They're going to discuss. People might have places to be, but
I mean, it's a fair question, right?
Yeah.
It does. A team that is already ahead on points and maybe to a certain extent has been playing knowing that you may not get to the game, but a game that goes all the way might,
Might have a different outcome.
that could give a little extra edge to Suns.
and these are in fact 2 undefeated teams, so this is a big decision.
I mean, I have to say, as a spectator
Yeah.
in this situation, doing a little bit of entertainment, but I feel like a spectator to a wonderful game between 4 great players.
Absolutely.
I want to see all of it. I just can't get enough. I need all. It's like, Tim, I need as much as I can. No.
No holds barred.
Yeah, exactly.
That means there's like no bars placed on any of the holds.
Yeah.
You can use any of them. And hopefully, these players will be holding our attention as they continue the game. And I think that we might be close to an answer there. Everyone in chat, let us know. Do you want the game to keep going?
Let them play. Or as Hulk says, let play them.
Let
play.
play them.
Play.
indeed. The great Queen Antoinette, I believe, said that as well in reference to Marvel Crisis Protocol. Let them play. Cake.
So, I just had a chit chat with our absolutely wonderful TO.
Yeah.
Mike is a blessing, an absolute blessing to be running all
Can
of
we
this stuff.
just shout out to Michael Tisdale
Yeah.
for just a moment for doing such a wonderful job
Honestly,
running this?
the whole time
It
has
is
been a
so
treat.
much work.
Yeah.
Take time to thank Tisdale.
For sure.
5 T's.
Helping like organize the games to come up here and move people around. There's also some people recording games.
Yeah.
He's worked with everyone just to make this such a wonderful experience.
And
Like,
he's done it the whole time with a smile on his face.
Yeah.
Yes.
For real.
Yeah.
But I just had a chit chat with him. We have 15 minutes left in the round. He said, thank you, Tisdale, that he's willing to just sit it down if they want to finish the game. So I went up there and I chatted with them, and they said, yeah, we'll finish the game if they're cool with it.
Heck yeah.
So
all right, stream chat. Give me something. I want some music. I want some sound effects. Shout out for Tisdale and the players
Yeah,
willing to
for
go
real.
all the way. Show me something. I want you all know the music and the sound effects better than I do in the chat. Give me something good. Give me something. Oh, I'm so excited. Tisdale, the players.
yeah, there it is. Yep.
MC1.
Yeah.
So we do have 2 of the.
And his name is Johnson!
Oh, it's so bad that Crossbones wasn't here to see that one.
We do have two of the players that are currently taking a tinkle break.
Yes.
So what did I miss, guys? What happened?
So you missed a lot.
Stream chat, while they're chatting,
Wow.
if you have any questions that maybe you want us to shout out at the players during this little break, or a question for Tim, the glorious and beautiful Tim, anything, give us questions. We will answer.
Mitch, man, I love you. So yeah, now's the time for questions. Just not that one. Tactical Taylor, there's been a lot that's been going on. We saw Hulk punching Spider-Gwen.
Oh, yeah.
We saw Captain America just get absolutely obliterated off the table.
Oh, so he didn't make it.
Literally. So I don't know if you saw it coming. Maybe if you got a recognition. But like 3 seconds after you stood up, Blade was like,
Yeah, I don't want this to be here
my
anymore.
arms are getting tired from stabbing you over and over. I just would like you to be done now.
We were making fun of Tim for such a crazy prediction, right? And then his prediction that Blade would wreck Captain America came true.
Oh, wow.
Round
I didn't,
2.
Yeah.
I didn't think that was actually going to happen. Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
I was on board with you. We were like, he can do this all day.
For real.
Or like a couple of days.
For
or
real.
all week. And
I figured-
Tim was...
I figured he was just glued to the board at this point.
Yeah.
Here's
So
the thing. I didn't realize that we started round 2 at 11:59. So when it hit midnight, it became a new day.
and the Midnight Sun's mopped up. Let me tell you.
Captain America just couldn't. He was like, "Oh man, I'm tired. I'm old. I gotta be up in a couple hours, so we can just get this done."
I need my prune juice.
Yeah.
I did see that we have one side going up to 8 victory points. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
And the other two, what was it, 5? Is that right?
6. 8 to
6?
6.
Oh, that's close.
So yeah, and the gap did in fact shrink. Ominous.
Omnus.
I heard other people call him Omnus and was like, "That's not right."
That wasn't me at all,
And
by
that
the
was in
way.
my
Who
head.
did that?
It is just Omnus.
Omnus.
Yeah.
He is ominous, but
You're not wrong. MC1, I don't think Crossbones is below the scale enough where I really think he needs a buff. But oh man, would I love for him to be at medium move. If I could just tweak everything from the get-go, I probably would have done Ultron as a short move to put a short move in the core set and let Crossbones be a medium move. That probably would have been my adjustment. But I think Crossbones is still solid. And unfortunately, he didn't get as much play even in the Shuri meta, where he can actually use the aggressive to move back after Shuri pushes him. So I think he's just been a kind of a neglected character, but still very solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's like a truck.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with Venom. First activation, double move. You know what I mean? Double move, get him in a place where you don't want him to be. Somebody pulls him just by throwing a stone at him.
100%. He is definitely underappreciated. And Merzane, who is of the Church of Crossbones, right? He often preaches, but doesn't really ever play Crossbones, so he's been exiled. If you watch or if you listen to Advanced R&D, you should tease Merzane about abandoning his Crossbones.
So, Bithron, thank you so much for the follow.
Oh yeah, for real.
It looks like we're going to be getting back into it.
We're about to start round 3.
Starting round 3.
Avengers took or keep priority.
What's that? Oh, look at that. Dan has some Tim France socks. Dan, what are the chances of you being able to balance while also putting your foot in front of the camera?
Oh, this is going to go poorly.
Everyone.
This is
and
gonna-
hopefully that doesn't happen.
There it is.
I got you.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
So I can't explain to you how giving Tim is. So people's birthdays, Christmas, wedding anniversaries, Tuesday, Tim decides people need socks with his face on them.
What's that? Okay. But yes, I feel, listen, I'm only one man, I can only do so much, but I do feel that everyone should have socks and clothing with my face on it.
On Voodoo?
So we're getting bleed and slow and 2 damage onto Dr. Voodoo.
I really need Tim on my feet.
If I could, real quick, if I could.
Did you see
been-
Crossbones? He was just here.
No.
You missed him?
You missed him.
Real quick, if I could, there's this great running gag that we have here at
Which
the
one?
Professional Casual Network, where I've been contractually obligated friends with Tim for probably 3 or 4 years now.
That's true.
And I'm still yet to get face socks. It's the best. It's the slowest burn but I just really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart that everybody else gets socks and is allowed to show them off on camera to the point where we could have shut this whole thing down, and I got no socks yet.
All right,
So-
we're going cold-blooded again from the Lizard on to Dr. Voodoo.
I know this might be bad timing, but I just want to say I really appreciate the socks that you gave me today.
So, yeah, I'm glad you like them.
And Voodoo is dazed. Midnight Suns.
Voodoo.
Yeah.
Voodoo, hoodoo, you do.
It's the voodoo that Lizard do.
So well.
Yeah.
So well.
So,
Oh,
and
no.
he does drop a cube.
Dr. Voodoo had a cube, and now it's on the floor. Someone might pick it up and then all day have good luck, but we have yet to see if that'll be the case. We are measuring for that cube now, and we're saying, you know what, Lizard? I want you to have it. Like a pair of Tim Face socks that I have given to Omnus instead of Chuck. We are just going to drop it right at Lizard's feet.
MC1, you are a pleasure as always. We love you. Have a great night, dude.
Also, enjoy playing Marvel Crisis Protocol with your son. I think that is
Oh, heck
absolutely
yeah.
incredible. And
That's
honestly,
fantastic.
a super game for it.
Can we do a shout out to your son before you leave?
So
MC1?
shout out to MC1's son,
Yeah.
specifically.
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out. Shout it out loud.
I don't know what this one does.
Hey, we've had that on deck all day.
Wow.
All right.
Wow. We've been doing that this whole time.
So I've used Lizard once in my gaming career playing MCP, which was against Omnus. And he's been certainly fantastic, especially when you give him the Venom symbiote.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
he
that
becomes
works really well.
ridiculously unbeatable.
So Big Bad Andy, this isn't a team tournament. This is a team up. So it's like a co-op where there's two players both bringing part of a team to the table and then playing together. So it's two players kind of co-op talking strategy, building rosters together. So a little different than a team tournament, but really exciting and
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, a ton of fun.
I thought it was weird when I first looked at it. Like, to be totally honest, I was like, this is kind of a weird, or like, hold on, format weird, not sure how feel. But after playing it, I really like it.
Very
Like,
legitimately. And it's almost beautiful in its simplicity where we're using the same crisis. We're just increasing the amount of threat. You just get a free Hulk. And it just works. Everyone knows what's going on.
All
All right,
right.
so we did see Gwen webline Hulk back a little bit. Then she moved up and picked up the cube that Dr. Voodoo dropped upon the floor.
So Lizard was not able to.
Oh, and spider technique and a lizard coming.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So it does look
Lizard,
like...
Lizard has a cube too. She could end up with two. She
Yeah.
may not want.
This is a
but
character that I sleep on. Gwen.
Gwen.
She's fantastic.
How do you sleep on Gwen?
For real, though.
She's amazing.
No
Massive.
damage. No damage.
That's not abnormal. This is Lizard we're talking about.
Yeah, for real. For real. But I've just never seen how to play her
Yeah.
is the problem. But she's every single game I've seen her in, she has been a menace.
Big Bad Andy, yes, the rules for this are available at Adepticon.org. You can go over there and find all the rules for all of the super cool events that they are running
Yeah,
this
for
weekend,
real.
including What If, the Affiliation Battle, and the Team Up.
If there's anything that I would have played this week, it was definitely What If.
Oh, yeah.
It was such a freaking cool event. Bumps.
All right.
Yep.
All right.
Bump to get it to a slightly safer spot. I
Yep.
think I approve. Gwen is an amazing character with lots of options, but she is a little fragile. She's just a
For real.
3/3/3 5/5.
With no spider sense.
Yeah, no spider. But if she had spider sense, she'd be way too good.
Yeah.
She's already one of the best threes. I think they balance her very well.
For real.
And there's nothing quite as safe as being behind our heads. So if you wanted to know where Gwen was, you could just take a look at a particular place.
He'll get
Maybe.
there. We have faith in
It's
him.
one of them.
Tim, Tim. You got
Where it is?
this,
Oh, there it is.
Tim.
Oh, there she is. Oh, you missed her. Oh, what? She is right here.
Hey, I found her.
So let's go with just a little signage so everyone knows where Gwen is.
You're, as Jean
You know,
Grey,
a
a school
calligraphist
teacher.
almost.
You should. So Wolverine kind of abandoned us, and we are in need of a new art teacher.
You know, I've always heard that he's the best there is at what he does. I just didn't realize it was teach art.
It's like you read my mind.
He would think that his bullying of Scott would be art. Let's be fair.
Yes, yeah, that's actually very valid.
It is.
It's performance art.
Right, yeah.
Well, events are going to be held tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will be starting the
Contest of Champions.
So that is 76 people signed up for that. We will be playing that all day. That is a singles tournament going into day 2 Sunday, where the Elite 8 Showdown will happen.
Okay, here it comes.
And we will be streaming that as well, so check us out tomorrow. We'll probably be back on live around 8:39 whenever that tournament gets rolling for 2 days of a contest of champions. Also, back to the game, it does seem like Dr. Voodoo has put the Brother Daniel token onto Hulk.
And then whooped away.
Yeah. And then said, later.
We're just going to leave the Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just...
Everyone needs to know where she is.
No, he's Gwen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's me.
Oh, yeah.
I was Gwen the whole time.
Gwen.
Blade
with a
is
bump.
bumping. Once again.
Big
Little
old
Gwen
blade
right down
bump.
there. There she is.
In case anyone forgot where Gwen is.
Forgot where Gwen was.
I just wish there was a sign that I could see where Gwen was at any given time.
Me too, but that's something that's too nice for us.
I just realized...
Leaving the Vampire into Hulk.
I just realized how Blade took out Captain America. Because he can do this all day, but Blade bumps in the night.
But it's actually one of the only
valid.
times he's allowed to bump.
3 damage going
3
on Hulk.
damage on
That's a
Vampire.
whole extra attack dice.
Almost. It's 4 now.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Oh, new card.
And what was that,
forgetting.
Dan?
Bleed.
Yeah, he's
Night of the
bleeding.
Dampir auto bleeds. Watch, but so does his katana.
He's no Colossus. He's not immune to bleed. So
That's true. And, then it
And
looks
movement from Night of the Dampir gives a medium move.
and I think we might see a follow-up katana. Maybe.
I mean, I would.
Or we might see him boogie and scoot away. And it does look
Katana?
like we're going to
Yeah,
see
I was going to say,
here.
I get the feeling that Greg and Keith choose violence.
Yeah.
For
Yes.
sure.
Dan, how much stamina has the Hulk lost? 6. Okay.
14 to
So
go.
Still doing pretty good. He
Oh, okay.
attacked
Like
in the
the move.
form of some interpretive dance across the dumpster. Blackfire Adam, it has absolutely been an incredible weekend.
For
We had
real.
the What If event yesterday. The VODs are up for that, which was just an absolute incredible thing to witness. And then today was the team up.
And our very own Greg is hitting the table again from the
Yes.
What If event.
All right.
Somebody's photobombing Charlie.
Yeah.
All right, we have a Hulk activation
Oh,
now.
here we go.
Uh-oh.
Gamma Leap.
With a Gamma Leap, which means he's going to have 2 attacks. How are we going to get this done, and how many people will still be standing when it is over? We're about to find out if Hulk will smash, thunderclap, or strike. What are we thinking it's going to be? He's taking some damage. He's gotten some power. Will any of these characters be here in half an hour?
Blade does have the ability to re-roll his defense dice against physical attacks, cost some power, but this could be really crucial right now.
Absolutely. Wraith, to answer your super important question, if you were interested in watching some Marvel Crisis Protocol played weekly, live, from a local game store that could maybe one day be your own local game store, you can do that right here on this Twitch for, the Power Phase, every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, very important question. Do we know where Gwen is?
Oh, okay. I know, hey.
Right here.
So happy you asked me this question. Not only do I absolutely love you and your children, but you're my wife. So we will show you
Ooh, Hulk smash into Winter Soldier.
Oh, interesting.
that Gwen. Uh-oh.
That's the wrong camera.
Oh, I was locking it. I wasn't making it immune.
Hey, I found Gwen.
Right here. Ah,
Wow,
That's
that's
Gwen.
just
It may look like an orbital, a Helios laser bombardment, but it's actually just Gwen.
Kind of looks like Wolverine claws.
How did we afford this CGI? This is
Listen,
next level.
It's James Cameron. He came. He
there
wanted
was
to do the John
so
Madden
many
stuff.
lens flashes in that.
James, or as I like it, J-Cam.
Yeah.
Is, what he goes by. Friends.
Correct. He drove his little Titanic submarine right into the convention center and helped us out with our graphics this week.
Here comes a big old Hulk smash into Winter Soldier.
Can he knock off an arm? Even though Disarm has already been used.
Do you have a metal arm?
Avengers are definitely going all in on the point scoring.
Mm-hmm.
This is about pushing Winter Soldier off.
Correct.
And hoping for those wild pushes or the days. This is a very critical.
Winter Soldier
3.
takes 3. Did we get a wild?
Any wilds on that? Wait. There was no wild.
2 crits and a hit, no wilds.
No wild.
So we don't get the push, is that right?
That is correct.
That's not just crazy. That's wild.
It's
It is
pretty
wild.
wild.
It is wild.
And we got a strike here. Big old fist into the face.
Oh, nuts. Sorry. Listen, Wraith, James Cameron, J-Cams, is only capable of so much. Sometimes he's not a smiley guy. Oh, J-Cams, you're back in? Oh, thank you. Gosh, that's the director and creator of Avatar.
Man, I thought we blew our whole budget on that Helios laser bombardment.
Yeah,
but
so did I. Listen, it was a lot.
at this point, it's just, community service.
Like the season finale of Invincible. Spent the whole budget on one laser.
Do you guys remember what the best thing that J-Cam did for your stream?
Outside the smiling faces?
The avatars.
Yes. Yes, he did.
Get out. I'm kidding, never leave.
All right.
No, Wraith, you're great.
I think we are having a recalibration matrix being used.
Absolutely. Here it
Okay.
comes. Oh, so that's a re-roll from both sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
The whole
Did someone say
Bang.
nerds?
We hear the shooka shooka shooka. We're
Got
about to see Dice pummel this absolutely gorgeous dice tray made by the lovely Anohe 34.
As every re-roll goes, you end up getting a worse result.
As we know here at the power phase. Listen, the second time is always with more feeling.
That's true. Drink.
I've had
a
recalibration matrix really save me at times.
We've seen it work today, specifically, and I've never seen it played, so it's pretty great. I don't know if you've you know this, but I've played like 7 games. So
Not
Today?
this week,
You
not-
got 7
today.
games in
Just
today?
this week,
That's
7 today.
amazing.
total.
oh my gosh,
All right.
just punching one. Oh my gosh.
So I have some concerns for the Suns. They've made some really good attrition
Yeah.
headway, but honestly, the Avengers are also getting some solid plays. I'm
Which is-
just not sure if they're going to be able to keep up with the score with the way that things are going. This just may be a grind out, and the Avengers sneak away just a few points ahead at the end. Maybe
Yeah.
what we have, but I mean, maybe Blade goes off and just takes out Hulk next round.
Yeah, very
you
well
know?
could happen.
We've seen it, with someone who can do it all day. So
Right, and Hulk doesn't even say that.
right, he just smash. And thank you for the 100 bits. Is that right?
No, that's just a heart with 100, I think.
Oh, is it? Oh, I think that might actually. I'm not sure. I don't Twitch.
Oh, really?
Hulk
I don't not know.
do all day. Hulk just do lunch.
Yeah, it's 100 bits.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Thanks for the $1.
Aw,
That's
you're
fantastic.
so sweet.
And a
Do you
heart
gents
and
already
love.
know how to say that name? So I don't
Anohe?
mispronounce another.
Yeah, Anohe.
Anohe. What's up, Anohe? You're a rock star.
You absolutely
They're pretty
are.
fantastic. I gotta be honest.
Emoji rock, emoji star. That's you.
Even Artie has a pair of socks with my face on it. That's how special they are.
Did they get the first one or? Hey,
Yeah.
from Australia. Welcome in.
Mattis Max 123. Take your hand and come with me. We're going to take you on a trip to watch some Marvel Crisis Protocol here from Adepticon.
In our favorite rocket ship.
Flying through the skies. Oh, gotcha. You need him. And we say
Tisdale,
goodbye.
long day, still hanging
going.
out, making sure the game is going as smooth as possible. Still here, still working.
And a
rock star.
smile.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's right. She did get the original Tim socks for Mother's Day. I thought, how could you appreciate the mother of your children better than by getting her socks with your face on. And I did it.
Oh my gosh.
So, Blade has moved. He's activated. Looks like we're getting a message. What did the Tisdale have to say?
Oh yeah, I never went and told him, did I? Hi.
Oh, gotcha.
Good on me.
We probably thought Crossbones was going to do it.
Yeah, I
Oh,
figured
yeah.
since he just
Well, yeah,
left
he
right
just-
when I got there.
He just got up and left. Yeah,
Right.
I assume that's where he was headed.
He seemed hungry for a sandwich, actually, I think was what
Yeah, he did
I mean,
mention that.
who isn't?
How does he eat with the mask on, though?
Dude, it is gross, but it works somehow.
That's his superpower.
Yes, that is Mrs. Tim. Anohe 34, my first wife.
For the record, I am his third wife.
Did we have a
Alright.
blade movement there, Dan? Hulk threw
Oh.
him. All right.
I love just
say,
the mental picture of how Hulk would throw anyone. Of just like he's digging through like a wardrobe for the one right shirt that he needs.
Oh, Midnight
so
Suns
he's
Hulk
dealing it.
this time.
Blade,
Uh-oh.
I heard you like blood. Let's see some of yours.
You've been stealing everybody else's. All right. Bumping.
Oh, bump in the night. Yep.
Bumpity bump a bump. Venom.
Such a.
Oh, so
He's
good.
going
Good.
all in on taking out Hulk. Like, it is definitely Greg and Keith choose violence.
Yeah,
They do.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
It is Hulka fighting action, right?
Oh, we got a Hulk off.
Ooh, we got our Hulk punch.
Here's our Hulk off.
All right, get hyped,
Even
fam.
Weird Al would do a song about this.
Oh,
A Hulka
absolutely.
song.
Hulk with the bumpy leap. So far.
One punch.
Ooh.
Not quite One Punch Man.
Right.
Oh, he's got to be sorry about that.
I think Hulk probably got into the shape he's in from doing 100 push-ups, sit-ups, running 10 miles, and doing 100 jumping jacks a day. Avengers
Up to
Hulk is
8.
taking
All right.
eight.
Star Wars Legion players,
That
you
is going to
participated in the terrain
The
competition.
more green Hulk,
and your
slightly
table is no longer being
Hunter
played
Green
with.
Hulk is,
I would
of
like
course,
you to go ahead
slightly
and
darker,
start
as he's a
packing
midnight
your
sun,
table up,
and he
please.
exists at
We
night.
need that entire
When he
row
bumps.
cleared for the
Do you know
morning.
what Hulk says after cleaning out all the cabinets and stuff at home?
What does Hulk say after cleaning all
Hulk
the cabinets?
trash.
You're right. You just can't turn it off.
Yeah.
It's on permanently.
Hulk threw the truck at Hulk,
Yep.
and
then
Hulk
what happened?
braced.
Ooh.
Oh
Okay.
man!
Does
all
this
right.
mean that Hulk has now joined the big truckers club?
How do we
Yes,
get him to
yes,
just like show up to
yeah,
everything?
for real. I think it does. Big Truck himself. Oh, I can't believe Big Truck missed Crossbones, but he's a huge fan.
Suck it, Wolverine.
That is gorgeous. One of the best sounds one could possibly have.
Oh man!
All right.
And it tracks for any situation.
Yeah, it really does.
I mean, it's like, honey, will you marry me?
Suck it, Wolverine.
There is no situation that is
It
not
just
the right
doesn't apply.
response.
Yep.
Oh jeez!
All right.
So good.
Here we are measuring some distance, seeing what exactly. Seems like who might be over there? Oh, that's right, Gwen.
Who
Oh,
is
we
it?
found. Wait, who is it?
Gwen.
Oh,
Gwen, are we going to see her again?
what?
Who you gonna call? Ghost Spider.
When there's a voodoo within web line range.
Who you gonna call?
Ghost Spider. Oh, is that Taskmaster moving up there?
Uh-oh. Here we go. Don't sweat the pneumonic technique. Depends on how your mnemonics are, whether you call it pneumatic or not.
As a school teacher, I would really approve if you would stop mispronouncing mnemonic technique. It's very important for our listeners and the class to say his abilities correctly too.
Now we from the boonies. It's pneumatic.
Shield throw into Gwen.
Ooh, if he gets a spike here, this could be huge.
This-
If he loses a Gwen activation.
Whiffs.
Nothing.
Whiff.
1 and 1.
1 and 1. Tons of fun. Gwen is still here.
Do you have a good sound effect for whiffs?
We do. We
What's-
have, I think, one that goes, ooh, missed it by that much.
Did we didn't get the wild? No.
No wild, no ricochet. Okay.
All right, chat. I need a sound effect. Give me the whiff. Give me the whiff for Gwen duking it out, because we gave you the great Ghostbusters track.
We did, yeah. You heard it here first. Available
Yeah.
on Spotify.
Yep.
Much deliberation. Words are
You should
hard.
see my
That's true.
Big Truckers card because, or Big Chuckers card.
There it is.
He did not write it right the first time.
Listen, I had one team up there that was called No Hair, No Problem, or No Hair, No Care. No. Anyway, I've been spelling a lot of stuff wrong this weekend. It's just part of our charm.
No hair, don't care.
He can do this all weekend.
Listen.
Also, huge shout out to.
The Scapapa hat coming inside there. Just
Oh, I'm sure my head has been in shot at least 5 times
No,
today.
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
that's actually when the hype train was going. They were like, yeah, we want more of that. Long hair,
Don't care is what it was.
Okay. Avengers 14.
That sounds like 9 on round 4.
All right, here we go.
So what were the numbers you said again?
14.
14 to 9.
14 to 9.
It looks
Keith
like
and
Midnight
Greg.
Suns needs to just murder face.
If there was a time to, do that exact tactical deployment of murder face, yeah, I think the
So
time
this
for
is
that
a
now.
very high-scoring crisis. So this really could go either way this
Correct.
round, right? Because there are a total of 9 victory points on the table every round. It's 2 for each secure, and there's 5 cubes.
And a
Yeah.
priority switch?
Yeah, we are going to swap some priority here.
Long hair, don't hair.
So yeah, the team was named Long Hair Don't Care, and I think I called it Long Hair Don't Hair. There we go. We got it changed, I think, by round 3.
And I think we went to round 3 in that game. So,
That's true.
Who do you think Suns will activate first, now that they have priority finally?
That is a great question. My
I guess
would
we're
be Hulk. Yep.
Oh,
is that confirmed?
or was it...
You saw it here first.
You did something first.
Oh, we
I'm
are
losing track of which Hulk is which Hulk.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
there's a lot going on here, but it
Hulk
does
or
look
Blade?
like we are doing
Oh,
our
is that-
activations at the start of the
Does
power
Avengers
phase.
have priority? Or...
Dan, who has priority? He's asking the players. Midnight
Suns.
Suns have priority now.
So was that the Midnight Suns Hulk going, leaping up to the other Hulk? Is that what's going on?
It seems like that might be the case.
I just lost track of which Hulk was which one.
Yeah.
But round 4, Hulk on Hulk action. It doesn't get better than...
It really doesn't. If you wanted big Chuck in action, listen, it's here. If you wanted big Hulk in action, it's also here. If you wanted big Chulk in action, guess what? You're in the right spot.
Bunch of flips. We got a bunch of power and damage dealers and power flips.
Okay,
we got-
yeah, we got some stuff happening during the power phase. Where
Yeah,
we
there was
will
a
see
lot
who's
of
gonna be
these
stunned.
characters last
sure.
round.
For sure. It's been great in these last few games because it's just been an absolute bloodbath in
Yeah.
all of them.
I mean, Blade appreciates that. That's probably his normal hygiene routine.
Both Dr. Voodoo's and Taskmaster, Mr. Taskmaster will all be flipping
You
to their
really
either
cannot
sides.
pronounce anything about that
Oh,
character.
dude,
can you?
I can't read. I have this earpiece in that Chuck's been screaming into me. And sometimes it gets really loud.
I just went,
It's not
He's
words.
eating a sandwich right now, so that's really when I fumble
Well,
up
it's-
the words.
or is it Crossbones, who's literally stuffing the sandwich?
That's the odd thing is Crossbones is surprisingly able to enunciate while eating a sandwich through his mask. Big Chuck, not so much.
Oh, we got
All
some
right.
dice being rolled.
Yeah.
Dan, what's up?
What's happening? Who's striking
I think
who?
it's Hulk move. I think it's Hulk into Hulk.
What's that? What do you say?
I think we'll find out in a second.
Oh.
Hulk is
is
punching Hulk.
So a Midnight Sun fun punch into an Avenging Hulk. Okay.
Oh,
Six.
6? So is that 14 total now?
that sounds it. Yeah, 14
Or
total,
more?
I think.
No, because it was 8 before the truck. Did he
Yeah.
take damage from the truck too?
I think he did take a couple. No, he braced the truck.
Yeah, he braced truck.
He braced the
That's
truck?
true.
Okay.
All right, so let's see
Suck
how
it,
much.
Wolverine.
All right, let's see how much of that damage is going to find purchase into the Hulk. Or was it 6 damage done?
That was 6 damage done.
Wow.
Okay, so he's at 14 damage taken.
Okay.
He's got 6 left.
And it does look like 15.
15.
And he's throwing them.
And he's throwing him.
Okay.
It turns out Hulk can throw things size Hulk or less.
Oh, that's true. All right, looks like we have a Gamma Leap coming in to keep this pain train going. Midnight Sun's Hulk about to lay down some more
5.
business.
Yeah, this could very well
This could be
an
it.
attack that determines the game.
Yeah, if we see a Hulk smash here, easy peasy.
You know what? I almost don't think we're going for the Hulk smash.
It might not
Oh,
be
it does
needed.
have the throw, so I think what he's hoping to do here.
Oh, it's before damage.
He's what?
He threw Hulk damage to Lizard.
Hulk threw
Oh,
Hulk
it
into
was-
Lizard.
I think he pushed Hulk with the fist because
Yes.
he rolled a wild.
He did.
Oh, and now he leaped. Now he's throwing Hulk into Lizard.
So if he can get a Hulk smash off here too, if he somehow had
I don't
enough
know how
power
much- yeah.
to be
Well, now
able
he's
to
sitting on-
potentially throw Hulk again into Lizard, he could be doing just absolute truck loads of damage.
Lizard
takes
is
3
Lizard gets
days.
dazed from the throw.
Looks like
That's
you don't even need
huge.
to.
And Hulk
Yeah.
now
Hulk
down to
takes
4?
4 damage needed.
Yeah, which is doable.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
The cube is dropped.
And you are absolutely correct. We could see a huge swing.
Yeah.
Brother Daniel hanging out with the Hulk, just riding around, having a good time.
It seems like Dr. Voodoo is just like the best. Just so
Dr.
good.
Voodoo is incredibly cool.
You are not inaccurate in that statement.
As a teacher,
To be fair, he has a doctorate. So,
I've heard for sure.
Brother Daniel, though, actually, we're a little unclear on his education level.
Do we have another... Dan, we have another Hulk action?
I think there's still a.
I think he Hulk leap.
I think there's
he
still
is.
a. I think there might still be a strike.
Yeah, I think we might.
I think you're correct, because that was definitely a Gamma Leap.
Yeah.
He has one more action left. Yep, for sure.
Okay.
We
feel
could
like-
see Hulk
like
drop
drum
Hulk.
roll, like-
I know, for real. The only thing Lizard can't catch, Hulk
All
smash.
right, Hulk smash into
Here it
Hulk.
Hulk smash.
This is it.
This is the Hulk on Hulk action that Crossbones should be here for.
Hulk smash.
Man. Have you
Hulk.
ever had a Hulk smash Hulk
Never.
on the channel before?
We did earlier.
Oh, we
with,
did?
with
Oh, that's
Norbert.
right. That's right.
So if there's one thing that Norbert has seen before, it is Hulk smashing a Hulk. But this time, it's happening from the other direction.
So this time it's, as they say, with feeling.
Mm-hmm. And the feeling is real here. Here's what I propose.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
So because the throw happens before damage is dealt.
it sure does. Taking that counter down by one more. Leaving into only 3 stamina left on the Avengers Hulk.
Neo, I totally agree. It's sad that he missed it, which is why I will say it's so perfect that this ends with Hulk literally chucking Hulk at someone.
The Avengers Hulk is officially dazed, sports fans. You saw it. You
We had
witnessed it.
a big
And
chuck
he
and Hulk.
drops his cube. I think the cosmic cube fragments has fallen out of all of our mouths now after seeing Hulk smash this Hulk. What a massive
Emotional damage.
wow!
Wow. And another cube is dropped. Yep.
So many
Wow.
cubes.
So which Avengers are over there now? Because Lizard's dazed,
Hulk
Hulk
is
is
dazed.
dazed.
Taskmaster is still conscious, I believe.
Taskmaster is conscious, but
Is that Dr. Voodoo Avengers or Midnight Suns?
that's the Suns. The
Way up there.
Oh, yeah.
Just having fun in the sun,
The Midnight Sun.
the midnight sun. Now
this
that we-
puts the Avengers in a precarious spot because they definitely need to get those cubes. But
Yeah.
I don't think Taskmaster could get one and maybe get away. Hey, Dan, how much power on Sun's Voodoo?
Dan.
Damn. How much power on Sun's Voodoo?
6.
Looking at 6.
So Taskmaster can't, if he grabs a cube and tries to flee, there's possession online.
It's another one I really wish went longer.
I know, that one
love
was-
that
yeah.
song.
Just need some of those back to back.
Yeah, for real.
All
Like
right.
Wolverine and Sabretooth
Oh.
back to back.
The brothers at it
Brothers
again.
at it again.
The deadly duo.
It's like
We
it's
are-
like going back to back is their creed.
For Victor. Free.
Suck it, Wolverine.
Suck it, Wolverine.
That's a free one. Oh, we got Taskmaster going.
All right, let's bring the action down here.
Bring the action.
Make sure that we can see everything that's going on, including
Oh no.
what some might ask is where Gwen is, right there.
Hey, I found her.
All right, Taskmaster moving up. Medium.
Yeah,
He's going to pick
picking
up
the
one
cube.
of those cubes.
Solid move.
And will we potentially see a pneumonia technique onto the Midnight Suns Hulk?
I think it has a silent P in that one.
Oh, gotcha. Pneumonia.
Pneumonia.
Well, it's because Lizard was so close and he's cold blooded.
That
Ooh.
yeah, for sure.
Check it and see. He has a fever of 103.
Wow, that's a very hot place for him
It
to
is.
be.
But he's cold-blooded, so he likes the warmth.
And it looks like we just decided a double move there.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm not sure that's a good enough play here. Like I agree that they probably needed to do something with him because he is certainly not living through Winter Soldier, Voodoo,
No.
Gwen.
Correct.
But there's no other characters over there that can grab that cube as far as I can see that's on the Avengers side, which means Voodoo can really casually grab a cube and then like possess or maybe even daze Taskmaster.
Yeah, for real.
Not only could he do that pretty casually, I think he's so good at it. He could potentially professionally casually do that.
We have a Ghost Spider activating.
Oh,
Hey,
gosh,
there's
where's
Gwen.
Gwen? I'll tell you where she's not.
Right
Right
there.
there.
And it looks like we might just be out for the web line.
Yeah. I mean, we're going to take a look. We're certainly going to measure.
I had totally forgotten about her. I had no idea where she's Gwen.
She's a ghost. You know, sometimes she's transparent. All right. One defensive mechanism that some spiders have is
Oh.
shaking to
Looks like
appear
we have a
invisible
bump,
to predators.
so we can get in range for web line.
Oh, bump is just so great.
It's so good.
It's a real bump above the rest.
On a scale of 1 to 10, that leadership is like a 17.
Yeah.
Like,
What's that?
Web line.
yep.
All right, we're going to webline pull. Then she's going to go,
You know what? I feel like being up
he's
here.
over there. I can be over here.
It is bumptastic for
Yeah,
sure.
That just puts him right in range. So I'm dying to say like that is Spirit Venom possession, Taskmaster sad times.
Yep, for real. And we even have Winter Soldier over there too,
Yeah.
just
We
for
do.
extra. And we see a pass.
You see a pass.
So let's see. Avengers has Voodoo, and is there another Avenger somewhere?
Who's this up here?
Black Cat.
Voodoo picks up the cube.
Yep.
Nice sun start Voodoo.
Midnight Suns, Dr. Voodoo with the cube now.
All right.
Looks like we might bump here for sure.
Gonna
sure.
cube right in there. And we might see.
Yep, Voodoo's in the top left corner. That would be the Avengers Voodoo. Can we figure out where Dr. Voodoo is?
Dr. Voodoo is
And we have been possessed.
Brother Daniel on Taskmaster. Copy that one, Taskmaster. So we have a Brother Voodoo here. This will be the Avengers. Avengers. Voodoo.
What was the score again?
The score is 14-9.
14-9.
Spirit Venom and the Taskmaster.
And here's the Spirit
We
Venom.
got a Spirit Venom into
Hey
Taskmaster.
Dan, how many cubes do Black Cat and Voodoo have on the Avengers side? Do they have one each? One each. Okay.
Okay.
So that's
So
that's
not
4.
enough.
It's
So
not.
the one cube each would get them to 16. But if Suns score,
Black Cat have cubes. Suns Voodoo.
Avengers, Black Cat, and Voodoo with a cube, and then Voodoo
So-
and Ghost Spider from Midnight Suns have a cube.
If Avengers just try to, because for a lot of people thinking, oh, I'm at 14, run away with 2 cubes, that gets a win in a lot of people's minds. But because there's another 7 points on the table, if Suns score all 7,
Yes.
or no, there's another 8. Wait, 4. No, there's 7. So they could go another round. It could go 16-16 this round.
Yeah,
could.
easily.
It could.
I think actually
Wraith-
peeling those two.
Taskmaster does 2 damage back to their
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Consider it photographic as 2 damage is done back to Dr. Voodoo.
Playing Faves rate.
We'll see, Wraith. I'm planning to play tomorrow, but honestly, I don't even know if I get in. If I'm not getting in, I will certainly try to, bug these fine people and ask them if I can, if they can keep me busy and make me talk, because, I hate that.
And who was up on the Quinjet up there?
Black Cat. The other Black Cat.
Oh,
That's the
okay.
Midnight Suns Black Cat.
So she could run up and just yoink if she's got the power for it. Is that right?
Yes.
That is
But
true.
the yoink would create the same. It would end up being 15-15 if there's a yoink, but she's the only one who could control that point over there.
Correct.
So there
I
is
see.
there is the problem. Hey Dan, can I ask you another question? How much power on Avengers Voodoo?
There's Muzane.
So Avengers Voodoo does have the power to stop Black Cat from scoring, but
That's true.
maybe Blade can get there.
Oh, he is right there in the middle.
So
He's doing it.
this could come down to Voodoo literally winning the game from that position.
Yep.
Because there'll only be one activation afterwards, but he's also probably injured because he's taken at least a couple cube damage.
It's 4 on Taskmaster. Is that right? Yeah, 4
Okay, 4 on
damage.
Taskmaster.
And it looks like 1 left.
This is
Right.
great. This is exactly what you want for a round 5. Just white knuckle is really doable for either team here. And we pass
And another
again.
pass. All right. Blade can move and bump for sure. Yep.
Okay.
Bucky coming in with his shots.
He's not going to miss his shots.
Merzane, have you been here the whole time? Did you miss my references to you and Crossbones?
What's that?
Oh, Red
Okay.
Fury. Okay, here we go.
Red Fury to get this done. Now, I almost feel like Taskmaster is super up to the challenge of handling a Winter Soldier with how his defenses work against so many attacks from the same character. But
No damage, but they get the push.
But gets the rifles afterwards.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that'll be outside of the martial arts range. So
Yeah.
no
Okay.
counting blanks as successes.
So let's see. The push is happening now. Taskmaster going back to still be in get shot range.
I love Taskmaster so much.
Same.
Such a great mini.
Dude, after seeing Winter Soldier 2 and his performance over the last couple days, I
Oh,
have
for
a
sure.
very renewed appreciation for him.
Absolutely. And here comes the assault rifle first volley.
All right, let's see how this goes. Going to be throwing some dice.
Here we go,
with the
Bucky.
assault rifle into Taskmaster.
Looks like 3
like-
successes. And he's gone.
And he is done. So, Magunzo. The Taskmaster is now off the field.
Wraith, anytime you want me on the show, even if it's just to make me talk like Hulk, I will do my best.
Is Bucky Spender not worth it? And he used it.
No, Bucky Spender is great.
Yeah, for real.
I actively dislike most spenders on most characters. Bucky's is a spender I absolutely. It is a non-size restricted push. He can push Dormammu. Like that's a big deal. His spender's great.
And then
When you're
insult to
trained
injury.
by the Spetnaz, I mean, that's
That's true. That's a thing you can do.
okay. So that means we are maybe going to actually see an Avengers activation.
Yep, because there's Blade and Black Cat left.
Mhm.
I think they're gonna hold off on Voodoo
Yep. I agree.
because they need to keep that activation because that's the most critical one.
All right, so the teams are going into tiny little separate cubicles to talk some strategy here. This is a huge decision coming up next.
With only 2 characters left.
Well, because it's also a gamble, because they kind of need, if they don't move up with Voodoo, it'll definitely go another round, which I think is bad for Avengers at this point.
I agree.
But if Voodoo goes up, there is definitely at least an attack coming from Blade. And that could very easily daze Voodoo, and that would mean a win for Suns.
Absolutely.
Right away.
Which would be just such an incredible comeback. Not that they've gone back and forth with this gap in between them being super close to a little bit far away. The differential's 5 right now, but listen, with these particular
scenarios,
crisis you are never really out of it. Once again, the exact type of match you want to see
here at Adepticon
to finish off the team up event.
Yeah, definitely could not be a better finals game.
Yeah.
And once again, 4 great people playing too. Like we've had Smiles, just 4 wonderful, wonderful players. We've had wonderful players all week.
Yeah, we've been truly lucky with the community here at Adepticon and with the community in MCP in general.
Yeah, for real.
Just really enjoying each other and enjoying having fun playing a great game.
Excuse me, Tim, but Wraith would like to know more about podcasts. Do you have any knowledge or experience there?
Here's the thing, Ray. We got a couple. So let me go through the whole gambit right now for you. Just because we have some teams taking some tactical time to talk.
Give you a little something extra.
Yeah. So if you were like on Mondays, you were like, I really wish I could listen to a Pathfinder 2nd Edition podcast. Well, guess what? Danny DMs one for us here at the network called the Lost Omens podcast. Later on Mondays, you could watch the Power Phase right here on the Twitch, where we play some live Marvel Crisis Protocol from Bearded Dragon Games in the beautiful gray upstate New York. Tuesday, we dropped the podcast version of Wait, Did I Roll a Wild? A Marvel Crisis Protocol vlog, which you can find where all good podcasts are sold. Tuesday, I'm doing the plugs right now, Daniel.
What's the question?
Rick, you're wondering if Black Cat can steal a token while she has the brother Voodoo. If she was immediately drop it, or she can't do it at all.
Okay. So we're gonna be checking some rules forums right now to see if we have an answer to a particular question. That particular question, who knows, might be answered on a future episode of Wait, Did I Roll a Wild, coming out on every good podcasting platform every Tuesday. We also drop a video version of the Lost Omens podcast on YouTube. The link is right down below. Wednesday is Patreon Day over at patreon.com/Professional Casual Network, where we drop 2 separate Patreon-only shows. One for Pathfinder 2nd Edition called The Slithering, where you can see this guy and myself. We also drop Settling the Southlands, a WFRP 4th Edition homebrew campaign that Dan runs. Thursday, we get a grim podcast of Perilous Adventure, which is another Warhammer 4th Edition actual play podcast. Friday, listen, you've seen them here. We've seen some big chuckers. We've seen a whole bunch of anointed new big chuckers this week, but Elite 8 Showdown every single Friday. Here at the Professional Casual Network, go to professionalcasual.com to get links to all of it, because that's way too much to remember.
All right, so we actually had a really interesting rules interaction there. So while a character is possessed by Brother Daniel, they cannot interact and they cannot hold objectives.
Yes.
The question was, what happens when Black Cat uses Cat Burglar while she's possessed? What happens to the token? Does it never move? Or does it try to move and then she can't hold it, so it falls?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an incredible question.
Do we have
Dan,
a ruling?
what did they say?
She could do the superpower, but it wouldn't work. She can feel the power.
And that's what I let them know, because
Drop it, it goes right to where so it doesn't work.
Right.
Okay.
Because when you get possessed, you drop the tokens.
Right.
Not if you have a token, it is automatically dropped.
Right. And so her power doesn't say they drop the token and you pick it up for free. It just moves directly to that character, and it just can't do the
And it
move.
can't do that.
Yeah. Right. Since there's no dropping, and that's why I let them know. I'm like, hey, I would not expect it to go.
Yeah.
to go that way.
Very specific. What an interesting rules.
Yeah,
you know.
I had actually never had that come up,
Yeah.
but it was an interesting one to think about. I don't want to like step away because like Wraith and MC1
Yeah.
and such awesome people, but I get caught up in these like cool
No,
moments
and that-
of like interesting questions.
And once again, that's the type of thing that happens in a finals match for
Yeah.
a team up event like this. Like, this is just incredible. Okay, so Dr. Voodoo is recalling the Brother Daniel token, bringing it back to himself, and then putting it on Black Cat, which with that ruling is immense in its impact on the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey Dan, I don't think it matters. Voodoo cannot just choose to recall it. That's a reaction. He just spends it and it moves to a different character. So just Voodoo should probably have 2 more power. He doesn't have to have the token on him to
give it to
possess
somebody
someone
else.
else.
Oh gosh. That's actually incredible.
Interesting.
All right. Wally, listen, we'll mention you forever.
So another interaction, they had spent extra on Voodoo, thinking he had to spend 2 to recall it,
Yeah.
then spend 3 to possess. But that's actually not the case. You just spend 3 to possess. It doesn't matter that the token's on someone else. Voodoo's great.
Yeah.
Dr. Voodoo.
Voodoo's really good.
Voodoo, hoodoo, you do.
Voodoo should do so well. All right.
Try and cut him up
Wally,
instead.
I had a
mean,
lot to think about, but I appreciate you too. In a special, I adopt Canadians. You've got to understand. Every time I go to a convention, I just
Yeah.
start adopting Canadians, and they're usually the people who make my conventions the best. So, mad respect. And I'm Seattle, so I'm basically South Canadian.
And if you give Omnus a follow, you can also support a Canadian today.
Yeah. For just
For
the price
just
of
$1 a
coffee.
month, you can bring podcasts to your favorite Canadians.
I like IPs.
Nice. All right,
Cat's
so we got
claws.
some cat's claws going into
Yeah,
a
Wally, we're down.
Dr. Voodoo. Let's see if this cat has enough claws to claw her way to a victory. Voodoo
is
gone.
KO'd.
Oh man!
So Daniel token is gone.
Guess where that Brother Daniel token is no longer here.
I guess with wherever Voodoo goes when he goes down.
Yeah. Which,
Doesn't sound like a pleasant place.
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
That's huge. Kitty Cat Claws, the Black Cat, 4-die Pierce.
I mean,
But it's only against
Yeah.
2 defense dice. That's like when Black Cat can really shine. Like,
correct. And that's always that risk you take with
Yeah.
Dr. Voodoo, too, is
and
do you
holding
need to
a
live?
cube, like damage. Like,
Correct.
I think that is the end though for Avengers. I don't know
does.
how
I
they.
agree.
Does seem like that is going to
As
be the
long
case.
as long as Blade can get to that point.
So that was the answer. Black Cat can't hold it, so she actually cannot use the superpower. She can spend
Well,
the power.
She can spend the power to use the
just-
super. So if she wanted to like waste power for whatever reason, she can activate
Yeah.
it. But
Just
then
nothing
nothing
happens.
happens.
Very specifically, if she did have a possession token on her, Brother Daniel was hanging out with her, and she was on the Dark Dimension and had 5 or 6 power and was like, man, I really hope I don't take power next turn.
So there's a
she could
Patrick
use that.
Swayze movie called Ghost, which is he can't touch things, which is basically what was happening to Black Cat. She like goes in and she's
Correct.
like still stealthy and still reaches into the purse, but no grabby.
Pretty
How
much.
often do you get Patrick Swayze references on the show? Is that
Honestly, pretty often.
Oh, okay.
More than you'd think, really.
We really like Dirty Dancing.
I'm a little more of a Roadhouse man
Oh,
myself,
super
but
fair.
yeah.
Dirty Dancing?
Roadhouse or Dirty Dancing?
Dirty
I mean,
Dancing.
they're pretty much the same movie.
Yeah.
It's just one's dancing in a roadhouse.
I thought Roadhouse was just Dirty Dancing Part 2.
Yeah.
It
Yep.
was absolutely the sequel.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like
We got Black Cat moving up there.
Black Cat going on up
She might grappling hook. I think they're measuring for that.
to the Quinjet. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit, see what exactly is happening on top of that bowl of spaghetti.
Could
all
we have
covered with
asked for a
camouflage
crazier, closer
for
team
real.
finals? This is amazing. I am in love.
There we go.
Shout out to these players again for
Yeah.
just a great game, playing
real.
it to the end. Like everyone in the stream chat, this is awesome that they played it out because this could be over. We could be missing this like crazy.
This could have been just another day. And
Just an ordinary,
listen,
ordinary day.
just
Could have been
like,
a simple bump in the night, but no.
No, these players are committing to do this all day.
if people were they
Played with the bump.
they asked, do you guys want to do this? And the response from these players was,
Black Cat is up on the
I can do this all day.
Yep.
A Black Cat
Okay.
is on the Quinjet. Avengers Black Cat.
So we got two black cats on a plane. I've had it with these black cats on this Hydra painted plane.
So final score. I mean, I feel like
I mean,
I think that Suns may have just pulled it out because they scored almost every point.
it sounds like that is going to be the case.
And it looks like we're deciding whether or not tokens are taken here.
Razor thin here. We're going to deliberate a little bit. Just make sure everything is kosher.
We are counting.
Yeah, Neo, he moved, bumped, and then did a short climb onto it.
Yes.
Oh, Black Cat is still healthy on top of the jet, so they don't get the top point.
They don't. Uh-oh.
So tie there, so it's not over. That means it goes. Does it go 15-15?
It looks like we're going
tied up after
another round.
15 to
15.
15.
I just-
15 to 15.
Man, I can't believe I'm
Oh
keeping
my
track of that
gosh.
match.
Wow.
Wow.
Avengers have Black Cat and Lizard.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, I feel like this is just players wanting to do their best to play out the end of a game, but Suns have come back from that.
What a,
Correct.
I mean, barring some crazy miracle, I don't know how the Avengers close this one out, but man, I did
As-
not see very many people playing Suns, and
There's airs and horns. What? Yes,
Thanks, Ray.
Thank you, Ray.
has 5 damage on minus.
Okay.
That's it. Oh, geez.
so
Hulk's
Hulk only
only.
has 5 damage on him.
Man. It's
Okay.
it's either a lot of spikes or nothing here for real.
Yep. Well,
For
listen,
real.
as Big Chuck says, with a fist full of dice and a pocket full of dreams, you're never really out of the fight. Hulk does have 6 damage on him, not 5. We have Lizard, Dr. Voodoo, Hulk, Winter Soldier, Spider-Gwen, and a handful of black cats left alive.
I might even say a pair.
A pair. A gloaming.
Gloaming. Is that the name for multiple cats?
That might be for some kind of cat. It might be
Wow.
Wow.
A burglary of black cats?
hey Dan, is Gwen still healthy, and how much power does she have?
Winter Soldier could just win the game here. Who knows? He's got everyone's
3
back
power
as far
and
as I'm
healthy?
aware. 5 stamina missing. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is players playing it out, but I really do not see. And I love telling people like play it out, see
Yeah.
the end.
Yeah, for real.
And this is a situation where I would probably potentially call it if it was not a streamed game. Like
Correct.
this seems almost insurmountable.
Oh, that flips her?
Oh,
Ooh.
cube damage. Yep.
Yeah.
Cube damage. Oh, she took it from the witness
From
too,
Witness.
right? All right.
Oh, the stun. Oh, I see what
Yeah.
happened. Okay.
Yep, for real. Witness. Okay. She drops the cube.
The cube is dropped in the cleanup phase, so that means she will be flipping as we go into round 5. Crooked Rook, thank you, man, for being here.
Yeah, for real.
Very happy
Have a great
you were
night.
here. And enjoy, man. We'll have to see you soon, maybe for a game of Marvel Crisis Protocol.
Absolutely. We all need more games of Marvel Crisis Protocol.
We absolutely do. I got the absolute pleasure of sitting down to play a game of Marvel Crisis Protocol with a couple gentlemen that were in the chat earlier, Danilov and his roommate. And listen, there's just something about being able to play Marvel Crisis Protocol with people you enjoy being around.
Yeah, for real.
That
For real.
makes things just so nice.
I've said it to literally everyone who asks at Adepticon, what is this? How do I play it? It's just solid.
Yeah.
Super solid.
Yep.
And we had this conversation at lunch where it's just, the rules are so tight. Everything is really great. You have those outliers, of course, because you do in every minis game, but it's just such a solid game.
Yeah. Absolutely. So it looks like
I'm trying to figure out a play.
It looks like we
For
might be going
Avengers.
Blizzard here to pick up that token.
I mean,
great mini.
Every point matters here.
Well, Lizard has been dazed, and unless Lizard could like kill Hulk, which is pretty close to mathematically impossible.
Yeah, for real.
There's
Yeah.
nothing for Lizard to do besides grab the extract and get out of there.
Yeah.
Because Hulk will control the point.
Yeah.
So
So that's a solid 2 points there.
Big Bet Andy, thank you, dude. Been great to have you here tonight.
Honestly, thanks. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to all the viewers.
All right.
Blooded in the Voodoo again.
All right. So we're going to
Okay.
get cold-blooded into Voodoo.
Oh, because
Maybe.
he is.
Take him out.
Is he flipped? Voodoo? Oh, and 4
Uh-oh.
damage on him.
We
Okay.
could see the end of the other doctor. Oh, there we go. He must be wearing my socks.
Both Voodoos are gone and dry.
Voodoo,
Voodoo.
fair and balanced, off
Fair
the
and
table.
balanced off the table.
Yeah. for real.
Irrelevant.
I mean, if
Who needs
Bullseye can take
Voodoos?
him out.
Yeah.
The amount of Brother Dr. Voodoos on the table is equal to the amount of Brother Daniel tokens, which is going to be 0.
And you know, everybody gets one Tim France roll.
Picks up all 3 tokens around him. Bang, 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 bang.
Well,
Wow.
I've heard the doctor
All
is
right.
greedy.
Wow.
You guys wanted some more Hulk on green action?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
Uh-huh.
think Lizard is going to get his tail beaten in
Yeah.
for sure.
Let's see. I mean, Lizard, durable.
He is. He is.
But-
I've heard him explained as a basic 3 once, but honestly, he's kind of brutal.
By
He is.
basic, do they mean amazing?
So that's how we took it.
Gwen got dazed in the power phase by the cosmic cube fragments.
Okay, so Gwen was dazed.
During the power phase.
During the power phase.
So she doesn't flip.
Oh gosh, that's
She's
not good.
flipped yet.
Really?
Ooh,
That's
So-
huge.
that is massive.
I mean, there's
That's
still a
another-
Hulk who can
Yeah.
gamma leap and, you know,
But-
bump.
Blade gets to activate, and if Blade takes out Black Cat,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way.
Yeah.
Black Cat with a bump.
He's gonna bump here.
Fitting for her.
How far can she get away
Very fitting for her.
from the Midnight Sun leader?
Bucky is on the table. No one is safe.
Yeah, that's true. Listen, he's got your back.
He also has a metal arm,
That's
and it's
true.
really cool. Probably one of my favorite iterations of Peter Parker, to be honest.
Bucky.
Yes, Bucky, for sure.
Listen, man.
No, Tom Holland.
Oh, he never played Bucky though.
Oh, sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong actor then.
Gotcha.
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah, for
Black Cat.
All right.
Midnight Suns into Avengers Black Cat.
we got a
Midnight
cat fight.
Yeah, we do. Midnight Sun's gonna try to be a troublemaker to the Avengers Black Cat.
Avengers Black Cat is dazed.
And she's dazed.
Okay,
Dazed.
that has to be game at this point.
Yeah.
Any
Wow.
chance of
Wow. That scared me.
I mean,
I
that's
jumped in the night.
right.
It is really good to know that your favorite Winter Soldier is Tom Holland.
Yeah.
You know, that's
If I could pick a better Tom Holland, it would be Winter. Oh, I screwed that whole thing up for real. It is past my bedtime.
So listen, my watch thinks we are exercising because we are on the edge of our seats for the end of this game.
my favorite Winter Soldier is the Snowman from
Frozen? Oh yeah. I mean, how could it not be?
Imagine
Oh,
that
geez.
snowman with a metal arm.
Oh, Dallas, when are we getting Olaf and MCP?
Yeah.
Disney, make it happen.
Listen, Disney can get it done.
It's Disney. They can get
Disney
anything
Crisis
done.
Protocol could be another game coming down the pipe. You never know.
So I'd play that.
Oh yeah.
Hulk on Lizard.
Yep, here we go.
The game
Game
of
of
leap is
leap.
going off. We're going to get a double strike, maybe a Hulk smash, depending on how much power.
Dan,
he
how much
has.
power does Hulk have right now?
All right, just to illustrate what
About
could
3.
could be happening here.
Wait, if Lizard goes down, is that a total party KO?
Yes, it is.
So we have J-Cams drawing the Hulk fist. This is what could be flying potentially into Lizard.
Hulk
Will
put stamp
be
of approval on Hulk.
Portrayed by this stick figure Lizard. How do you know he's got 3 into Lizard? That might not
3.
be enough with that tongue.
That's a good lizard, actually.
Thank you. It's also a bleeding cactus, depending on how you look at it.
Now Hulk smash it.
And
Now
the
we're
Hulk
gonna
smash,
Hulk
here it
smash.
is.
It
I think this
could
might be a TPK.
all come down to this. We're rolling
All the dice.
If he whiffs on the Hulk smash,
He's still got Bucky shots.
he still has
Yeah,
Bucky
for
shots,
sure.
But you never know.
I'm not even sure he needs it, but
He did just get 3 power from the strike, so that's 6 total.
So he could have a throw here as well. If the Hulk smash doesn't go, there's a lot of avenues to death.
Wraith would
And
like a
we-
boop, 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 boop.
KO's Lizard and
There goes Lizard,
Boop,
for
and
sure.
That
For sure.
is game.
It is. It is over. What a match! Listen,
That was beautiful.
That really was.
That was a beautiful match.
So we end with a Midnight Suns victory.
Yeah.
Midnight Suns claim the team up.
They claim it.
Oh my gosh.
Lizard drops 3,000 cube frag.
Lizard drops all of the spaghetti in his fanny pack. And we call it there. We already had some handshakes.
There it is.
There you go. Thank you so much. All right, they're going to figure out the final totals. We're going to switch back over to commentation.
Oh, because I figure Hulk is
Commentary
probably going
deck.
to pick all 3 of those up and have. Say
What's
again?
that?
24?
Midnight Suns ending
Well, no.
with 24.
One of those scores that really don't tell the whole story, right? If you just hear the score, like, oh, it went 27 to
Yeah.
That must have been
27
a
to
washout.
15, right? Oh, that's
You know?
Don
crazy.
Bushman, please report to the TO station.
Or what? It can't be 27. 24?
24.
15? Yeah.
Yeah.
They scored
24.
all the points.
Beautiful. Beautiful game. And it was so close throughout all of it.
Yeah.
Well, and so shocking, too, that it was so good for so long with the Avengers affiliation leader gone.
I'm really glad to hear that
Before noon,
they
effectively.
bring up a good point that the team with Hulk, Black Cat, and Voodoo won.
You know, I think we went
That
into
is
this.
a great point.
Yeah.
I had not considered that.
That
For
should
real.
have been our big chucker call of the game. Really calling it pretty early for Hulk, Voodoo, and Black Cat. Listen, we didn't make the call. We should have, but that's you can never really count
and
on that to happen.
it was the team that had Hulk. Oh, it didn't have Voodoo alive. I was going to say it had Hulk, Voodoo, and Black Cat alive at the end, but
Yeah.
it actually didn't.
but yeah, go for it, man. What are we thinking? Who's the MVP of the day?
Hulk?
Hulk.
I don't know. I'm a Blade. Blade lived up to your expectations. He
Yeah, really
executed the captain and said,
I'm just really excited about Hulk on Hulk action.
Yeah.
Every time it happens.
Every
But
single time.
Blade just making Cap look like a chump. Like just
Yes.
an absolute chump. And he's such a problem to deal with most of the time.
yeah, not for Blade.
Not for Blade. Nope.
You know, I think the real hero is the bump in the night leadership.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
the hero, right?
Yes.
That is such a great leadership.
It's
There's
There's
no
really
reason that
the
Hulk should
most wrong, yeah.
have that ever.
Yeah, for real.
Do you guys have any favorite characters to play in Midnight Suns? Like, who do you love giving that bump in the night leadership to?
So I've actually never used Midnight Suns, and I'm going to now.
Yeah,
because that looks
That
like a
sounds
lot
like
of
a
fun.
mistake that you've made every time
Again.
you've played MCP.
Again, I've only played 7 games. I don't know if I told you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said 7 games like this weekend, right? Yeah, that
No,
makes sense.
for the last 2 years.
Dormammu. Just for the ridiculousness. of it.
Actually,
Well, Dormammu cannot get the leadership.
Oh, that's
Dormammu's
true?
in the team. It's Dark Dimension leadership.
Oh, that's right. I was making that up.
but what
What
if?
a great joke.
But what if?
Oh, but what if?
What about like a reality time Thanos getting
Ooh.
to bump?
So
Yeah.
probably the best joke of my career. Let's just put this out there. I just don't think Thanos is worth 2 activations. No, but that sounds absolutely stupidly disgusting, and I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Yep. I think
Absolutely.
anyone on a big base, MODOK, hilarious.
Oh, She-Hulk?
She-Hulk, hilarious. Hulk, hilarious. Just the bigger the base, the bigger the fun.
Big of the bump.
Actually, the last big event that I was at, there was a lot of people utilizing Black Dwarf in the Midnight Suns.
Ooh.
Because he's a very tanky
Okay.
character. He utilizes the bump really well, and that's a character that's often been loved, and people were doing really well with it and representing with Suns and
Yeah.
Black Dwarf.
I can
there's-
absolutely see that.
If there's anything that Black Dwarf needed, it was a completely different affiliation to help him out. Oh,
That's
my
true.
gosh.
We've seen some absolutely brutal Black Dwarf plays on, the power phase, usually being thrown into his own teammates.
Yep.
But
There was a lot of characters getting thrown into other characters in this game. This was like a wrestling match.
it really was.
And I really
Lizard
wish
throws and
Crossbone was here to see more of it.
That really is too bad.
That is, it's just.
I really wish we
it's a
crossed
dang
paths
shame.
with him at some point.
Right?
Now that he's eaten, maybe he's feeling a little bit better. But maybe
Ghost
we'll see him
Rider.
tomorrow. Ooh, Ghost Rider
Yep.
with a bump, yeah.
Ghost Rider's affiliated.
Okay.
He's,
And his name is John Cena.
Great
was a
match,
good match.
absolutely.
For a while, actually, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider, doing her John Cena impression by not being able to be seen.
Wraith, what's funny about that is you played John Cena and I can't see you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Biftron, thank you. That was a good match. Glad you're here. Thank you for following as
Yeah,
well.
for real. Thank you
Really
so
good.
much.
That could not have closed out with like a better, crazier game for sure.
Correct. Well,
Adepticon people, like,
Yeah.
who knew, you know?
yeah.
Absolutely beautiful games all day long today. Even yourself on the board.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and fantastic.
Had some great games today.
There was some great square dancing that you were doing this morning. It was fantastic,
Yeah.
for sure.
What's funny is this loss probably means I definitely don't get third. As I lost to the great UK team,
Yes.
or not, Denmark and UK representing.
Yep.
But they came over and we had an absolutely great, crazy game.
Yes.
So they're screwing my strength of schedule by not triumphing over the Suns. But it was a great game. I could not be happier.
we
I think
couldn't-
this is one of those games. I think sometimes people have a bad impression of competitive players, and they
Yeah.
think that it's just all about winning. And I can tell you, as a competitive player, we strive to be in games like this. This is what we want. We just want to get to a game like this where you're giving your all. You're using every ability on every card, and someone's going to come out on top, and you don't care. I mean, you kind of care when you win, but you just want to be a part of this. And then at the end, you're just like, I got to play in that game. I got to make these decisions and give it everything I had, and then you're going to tell stories about it, right? Everyone's
Yeah.
going to talk about this game for sure.
Correct. Tomorrow, we will be streaming the contest of champions. Starting first thing in the morning, right around 8:30, 9 o'clock, we will be here right back on the Twitch streaming all of the great goodness from Adepticon. I think we have a bunch of announcements coming over the loudspeakers, so we are going to wrap up and say goodnight. But thank you for being here.
Honestly.
Thank you for Omnus for being here. And a Tactical Taylor, Throwlash Gaming himself. Right here, we got some special guests and Crossbones making a guest appearance, which none of us expected. I, once again, did not realize that he was even in the greater Chicago area. But make sure to follow this man at all of his stuff. And where were those again?
Omnus Protocol on YouTube, Omnus Protocol on iTunes, on Spotify. But I have a favor to ask, because I usually end my show in a particular way, which,
Okay.
if you've ever listened, I usually don't like saying that things are OP, but the acronym for my show is OP.
Is OP.
So I make a little joke at the end. Would you allow me the privilege of rapping?
Of rapping?
Oh,
Absolutely. 100%. Well, we just found out a new skill for the adamantine Colossonaut himself. Yes, by all means, please feel free to send us off.
all right. I will say the most OP thing that you can do is look at your dice tray and double check. Wait, did I roll a wild? Later, nerds.
My heart. Thank you. We will see you tomorrow.
Big hearts, everybody. Big hearts.
Goodbye.